Hello, everybody. All right, this is another themed reading. This is for March, okay? This is your breakdown for March. All right, so say me with your like number if you want a breakdown for March. We're going to give you good news, bad news for the first, second, third week, fourth week of March, and the overall theme, okay? For March. So come on in. Make sure you grab a snack, grab a drink, because sometimes these are long. All right. All right, let me get you guys brought up on my other stuff. Okay. All right, let's see. Make sure I'm up. Let's see, I need to change that to live. I need to change that to all messages. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome back. All right. Let me get, for some reason, it's like weird. Okay. Maybe it's just weird on my end. I don't know. All right. Oh, let me put this stuff. Let me see. Let me put this in here. Let's see. Okay. All right. I'm well. How are you guys? Hello. Let me pin that. Pin it. All right. What's the number for in the chat? Alicia, you need to have a like number. So how to get a like number? Double tap your screen. You see that 12 with the thumbs up? If you double tap your screen, 12 becomes 13. That's your number. Okay? That is your number. All right. No different readings. This is a themed reading. All right? You guys need to start learning how to read the titles of the video. I'm not taking questions. That's tomorrow. Okay? That's tomorrow. And it's going, all of your questions now are going to be in yes and no format. So it's going to be yes, when, no, why. Okay? So if we don't do a themed reading, we're doing readings in yes or no format. So if you can ask your question in yes or no format, that's going to be tomorrow. Okay, join me tomorrow. But today it's going to be your breakdown of March. Okay, your breakdown of March. March is coming up. So what I'm going to do is give you the good news, bad news per week with the overall. Okay, it's going to be, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 12 cards. So it's still a pretty good reading. Okay, it's going to be 12 cards. All right. All right. All right, let's go with edits. Edits is number 1. All right, edits. Let's see, good news, bad news for March. first week. Okay. Well, the good news is the Sun card is here. Well, that's about being happy. That's about having good times. All right. The bad news would be the Seven of Pentacles, money being slow to trickle in. Okay. The overall general is the Four of Swords. I think for the first week of March, you're going to have a lot of downtime. Okay. All right. Second week of March, you have Nine of Pentacles. There's your money picking up. Three of Cups. I'm going to say that you're probably going to be working more than having fun. Second week of March. I think it's going to be all about the coin, the job, the finances. Okay. And your overall is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Not spending money, just staying around the house, just working. Okay. Third week of March. Let's see. You got the High Priestess with the Death card. Well, the Death card is about endings. That could be good news, bad news, depending on if you are ready for it to end or not. Because the Death card is about change and transformation, but a lot of times, a lot of things are leaving. Okay? The High Priestess is here. Good news, bad news would be you either listening to your intuition or not listening to your intuition. Like, these cards could go either way. Okay? And the general overall theme for week 3 of March would be learning. Learning a new skill, doing something new, reading, contracts, signing contracts. All right. Fourth week, the Three of Pentacles. There's the job, the work. The good news is new job, job with a raise, making more money. Okay, fourth week of March. Bad news is the Six of Cups. You're going to be missing somebody. You may be going down memory lane. Okay, and the overall general theme is the Two of Pentacles. Also, watch your spending. Okay, watch your spending. All right, Zelda, you're up. Zelda. All right, Zelda. I don't know, like, what is going on with this thing? Okay. Zelda. Where's Zelda? I need Zelda. Where's Zelda? All right, we're going to move on. I don't got time to wait. Bree, you're up. Bree. There's Zelda. All right. Zelda, your month of March. Good news, bad news. Well, the good news is going to be some of those elected responsibilities that you decided to take on, you're going to be able to finish some of them up. Okay? Bad news is, though, that there's going to be something that you're unhappy with. And you're going to realize, I don't like this anymore, or I don't want to do this anymore, or I'm not happy. But the thing is, only you can fix it. Okay? For the first week of March. The overall general is about, for the first week of March, make sure you're watching people's actions. Okay? You got somebody around you that's, hang on. Oh, grandbabies. Oh, grandbabies. All right. Anyway, okay. So, the overall first week of March, make sure that you're watching people's actions, because somebody's going to show you that they're not who you think they are. Someone's going to show that some kind of action towards you that you're going to be like, oh, I don't like that. Okay. Second week, you've got the Eight of Swords and the Five of Wands. Well, I'm going to say bad news on week number 2. You're going to be in your head about something. Okay. Now, the Five of Wands is about arguing with other people, and it could be a bleed into from the first week when you find out of somebody's actions aren't all that great, right? And so the Five of Wands, maybe you asking that person, like, what the fuck are you doing? And it's going to cause a fight, but at least you're going to clear the air. Okay? The general energy, yeah, the Two of Wands, you're going to have to decide whether you want to carry on with this relationship or not. Okay? You're going to have to make a big decision. Third week of March, you got the Hierophant to the Two of Pentacles. Well, the Hierophant, good news, is about learning, doing things new, learning something new, new job skills, going down a rabbit hole of UFOs and learning something. But the bad news is the Two of Pentacles is here. That's about your money not being settled, okay? The overall general is the Seven of Swords. Back to this person you can't trust. You literally have somebody around you that you cannot trust. You need to pay attention. Don't be like, I don't see nothing. Okay? You need to pay attention. All right, fourth week, you got the Hermit card with the Eight of Pentacles. Good news, job, pay raise, money. Okay? But the bad news is you may be alone. Maybe having some alone time, some downtime, okay? And the overall with the Magician on that week would be about manifesting. What are you trying to manifest? What do you want to manifest? You may be thinking about, you know, the future of your life or job or whatever. All right? And that was for Zelda. No sound. Can you guys not hear me? Can you hear me? You're welcome. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, you guys didn't have any sound because I had to get a phone call from Shay. So. Okay. All right, Bree, you're up. All right, Bree. Andrea, I had to come back in to hear you. Okay. Bree. Good news, bad news for the first week of March. Well, Bree, the good news is you got the Ace of Pentacles here. That's about the money, honey. Okay? But the bad news is you're going to have to work hard. All right? You're not going to be able to take a break much in the first week of March. Okay? But the overall theme for the first week of March is victory and success. Okay, second week, the Two of Pentacles with the Fool card. Well, I'm going to say the good news is the Fool card. That's about new beginnings and being childlike and getting out and having fun. The bad news is you're back to juggling something about finances again, trying to decide something financially. The overall theme is the Seven of Pentacles. Yep, it's going to be a theme of your money second week. All right. Third week, you got the Star card and you've got the High Priestess. Well, the Star card is about wishes fulfilled and the High Priestess is about your intuition. So I'm going to say the good part of week 3, you may see something that you've been waiting for finally happen. But the High Priestess, don't ignore your intuition. Don't ignore that gut feeling on something. Okay? The general theme is the Lovers. All right? It's about love is in the air. Or it could be about just doing the things that you love, spending time with people that you love. All right, week 4. You got the Six of Pentacles with the Hanged Man. Well, the good news is Six of Pentacles here because that would say that there's equal reciprocity in your relationships. But the Hanged Man says you may be stalling on something. You may be stalling on a decision. You may be stalling on something on what to do. Okay? And the overall energy, though, is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. There's 7 cops coming to your house. No, I'm just kidding. 7 of Cups. That's about options. So I think even when you're in Hanged Man mode, you're still going to be able to see those options. Okay? All right. And then 7 cops are coming to your house to striptease dance. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay? All right. All right. Crafted by Kaina. I'll take 7 cups. Well, I'll bet you will, edits. Okay. Crafted by Kinda. She's going to get her protein shake. She's going to get her protein facial. What up the butt? Oh, I'm just kidding. Crafted. Where's Crafted? There you are. Thank you for sending a floating heart. I'm just kidding, edits. I'm just kidding. I lost my fingernail. Somewhere. I don't know. Probably, yeah. Okay. Crafted by Kinda. I love you too, edits. Okay. All right, Crafted. Let's see about your March Madness breakdown. No, I love it. Oh, hang on. Before I do that, let me do Brian Oliver's super chat. Okay, let's do Brian Oliver. Brian Oliver, before I even get started in yours. Brian Oliver, how will Paul and Jeff get along when I introduce them? Oh, looky there. They're going to get along just fine. They're going to get along just fine. There may be a little bit of competition, though, between them. All right, but the 8 of Wands says that's good news coming in. Or 3 of Wands, sorry. All right, that's about good news. All right, so, yeah, there may be a little competition for you, but that's okay, Brian. Just make sure that you're, you know, sharing is caring. Okay? I think they're going to get along just fine. Thank you, Brian. All right, Crafted. Let's go. You got the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. Well, good news is your 3 of Wands is here. That's about something that you've been waiting for, finally being on the horizon. Not really waiting that much longer, okay? But the 4 of Swords says that may be some downtime. Be careful that you're not getting sick the first week of March, okay? That's some downtime. That's, you know, laying low, not really being seen, not being out in public, which if you're like, well, that's my life, then okay. But the 4 of Swords is really about no action, okay? The energy is the Judgment. Yes, there's going to be something that you're going to have to decide the first week of March, okay? Second week of March, you got the Ace of Pentacles and the Star card. Well, I'm going to say this can go either way. If this was good news would be money coming in. Bad news would be not a wish fulfillment. But then you could flip that. Good news would be a wish fulfillment, but the bad news is it's not about money. It could be about something else. So either way, but it's with the Ace of Pentacles and the Star card, it's like... let's see. It's like ordering a banana split and they forget the cherry on the top. Like, that's literally what second week is going to be. Okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but okay. All right. And then the 4 of Pentacles, back to being downtime, back to not really spending money or not having the money to spend, even though you want, you know, you're wishing for something. Like I said, remember, I'm going to probably say then that the Star card is about a wish fulfillment, but it's not about the money because you got the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is not having any money. So, all right. Third week here, you got the 5 of Swords to the Lovers. Well, I'm going to say good news, bad news. The Lovers is... If you're single, I don't really think that you're meeting somebody, but you could be spending time with people that you love or doing things that you love. But the 5 of Swords, I'm going to say your words are going to hurt somebody's feelings. So be careful what you say on week 3, okay? Be careful of your actions. Be careful of not being overly, you know, towards somebody, okay? Because I think that you could hurt somebody's feelings and you not mean to, okay? Now, the overall energy is the 10 of Cups, best life, living your best life, being happy. Okay, and then week 4, good news, bad news, you got the 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. Well, good news is victory and success, but the bad news is you may have to defend yourself. Okay, somebody may be asking you, why did you say that? Why did you write that? Why did you do that? and you have to be like, well, I did it because, all right? And you have to defend yourself, okay? And then the Six of Pentacles as the overall energy for the week 4 would be about your finances, really looking at your finances, deciding things financially. Like if you say you had, say you pay for Disney and then you pay for Hulu and you pay for, I don't know, all these little TV channels, but now you can't afford all of them. And now you have to decide which ones do you really want? Which ones do you know, which ones do you really watch? Okay. So, all right. Thank you, Crafted. Mom loves kittens. You're up. Mom loves kittens. Or Mumu. Sorry, Mumu loves kittens. Where's Mumu loves kittens? Mumu loves kittens. Hi, welcome to the channel, my love. Hello, hello. All right, let's break down your March. All right. Let me shuffle the cards. All right. Mumu loves kittens. Your good news, bad news. Well, your good news is the 10 of Cups on the first week of March, which is about events that make you very happy. But the bad news is you got the Devil card here. So the Devil card is about toxic situations, toxic people that you need to say goodbye to. Okay, this is about outside influences. This is about outside addictions. So you maybe, like, say your best friend is addicted to alcohol, and you're, you know, even though you're not your best friend, but you still care about your best friend. You don't want them addicted to something. Okay, so you may have to decide, you know, it's the alcohol or it's our friendship, because I cannot watch you continuously get drunk and do stupid shit. Okay, or this could be about you being in a toxic job or a toxic situation, whatever situation that is. Okay, the overall energy though is the Justice card. Being fair to yourself. Okay, being fair to yourself. All right. Week 2, 9 of Wands, the Empress. Well, I'm going to definitely say the good news is the Empress. You're all that in a bag of chips on week 2, but you got to work hard. You're going to have to work hard, maybe to prove you're all that in a bag of chips. Maybe you have to prove to somebody that you can do the job. Maybe you have to prove to somebody that you're the best person for. Maybe you have to prove to somebody that, you know, you are important, that you have a... Sir, get out. Okay, and the overall energy is the Fool card. Brand new beginnings, being childlike, getting out, having fun. Okay, third week, you got the 7 of Pentacles with the Magician. I'm going to say the good news is the Magician. It's about manifesting. Okay, but the bad news is your finances are kind of moving slow. I'm not saying that they're not happening at all, but I'm saying it's snail, turtle, crawling, slow. Okay, the energy, overall energy for week 3 is 4 of Swords, downtime. Be careful that you're not getting sick week 3 of March. The flu is going around. Okay, so be careful that you're not getting sick. Make sure you're taking your vitamin C, getting your minerals, taking care of yourself. But the 4 of Swords is about resting, relaxing, and not really going out and doing much. Okay, week 4, you got the 9 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. Well, good news is the Ace of Pentacles, that's money, honey. Money won, money found, or money given. But you have the 9 of Swords. Don't worry about stuff that's not productive. Worrying about something is not going to change the outcome. It's not going to get you to something better. Okay, so don't worry about things, especially if you're worried about money. Don't worry about money, because it's coming. All right, and the overall energy, yes, good news. Good news is coming. 8 of Wands. Okay, so you got good news coming in the week 4 of March. All right, thank you, Mumu Loves Kittens. All right, Dedicated, you're up. Dedicated. Where's Dedicated? Planet of Phantasma. We're not taking questions. That's going to be tomorrow. It's a themed reading. March Madness. Come get a breakdown your 4 weeks of March. Good news, bad news, and an overall arcing message for the week. All right. No, you're fine. You're fine. Any other week or any other day, it probably would have been, but it's not today. It's going to be tomorrow. Okay? It's going to be tomorrow. All right, where's Dedicated? Where's Dedicated? Dedicated. Dedicated. All right, we got to move on. Where is Alicia? Yeah, where's Alicia? Alicia Nicole. Alicia Nicole. How are the babies doing? Well, I think they're doing good. They keep taking them from me now. I don't get to spend much time with them. So, I don't get to see them that often, except maybe on weekends. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes, it bothers me. I can't do nothing about it, though. I'm not their mommy. So, all right. Where is Alicia? All right, I got to move on. I don't got time to wait. All right, Andrea. Andrea. Thank you, edits. Thank you. Manifest it. Where's Andrea? Oh, there's Alicia. All right, Alicia. Let's get it. Andrea, you're after Alicia. I don't have any. Let's make sure I don't have any. Nope, I don't. Okay. Okay. Hey, Irene. Okay. Alicia, your good news, bad news for the first week of March. Well, bad news is you're going to have to work hard, and there's probably not going to be really any much time for playtime, but I'm going to say the first week of March. Making plans and putting plans down on paper. Okay? But the Nine of Wands is about working hard. Okay? Make sure you take a break. The overall energy is the Two of Swords. Stay focused, okay? Don't let monkey mind rule the first week of March, and don't let people get you off your track, okay? Second week, you got the Eight of Wands with the Hermit. Eight of Wands, good news coming in about something, but the Hermit, you may have a lot more alone time than you're happy with, okay? The overall energy for the second week is the Seven of Swords. You have somebody around you that you can't trust. So pay attention. Okay. Third week, you got the Empress. Fourth week, you got the Three of Cups. I'm going to say, Three Cups is about going out and celebrating and being with friends. But then you have the Empress here. So I could do this both. I could do this either or. Good news is going out and having friends, but bad news is somebody may say something that hurts your feelings and kind of deflates you a little bit. Or this is about you being the Empress. Good news. This is about you being bigger than life, really showing who you are, what you're made of. But the Three Cups, you find out something about a friend. Okay. And the energy around that is the Moon card, not seeing something clearly. Okay. So this could be either or. You could not be seeing something clearly about a friend, or you could mistake or misunderstand a conversation that confuses you. Okay. Week 4, you got the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant. Well, I'm going to say probably the Ace of Cups is about you being happy. All right. I'm going to say the bad news, though. Something that you've been wanting to learn or read or do, something that you've been wanting to dive into as far as like literature, research, something about the written word is not going to happen. Okay. But the overall energy is death. This is about change and transformation. So something is changing on a big scale. Okay? The death card is a major arcana. So when the death card comes out, this is about a big transformation. And it could have to do with that Hierophant. It could have to do with you thinking you're going to learn something, or going to school, or a class doesn't work out, or something like that. Okay? All right. All right. Thank you, Alicia. All right. I'm looking for Andrea. Where's Andrea? Looking for Andrea. Dedicated is here, but behind in chat. Well, if she's behind in chat, tell her to write something in the chat. Did I call her already? Dedicated? Let me see. Oh, yeah, there's dedicated. Okay. All right, dedicated. Put something in the chat right now, and then you won't be behind. Hey, Rare, my YouTube is lagging. Are we having YouTube issues again? Gross. Dedicate. Write something in the chat, honey. There you are. Okay, dedicated. Let's do ya. All right. Dedicated. Your week. Your first week of March. Okay. Well, I'm going to say, if you can focus and stay focused, you're going to accomplish something. Good news. Bad news, though, it's a lot of alone time. Hang on. Dealing with crazy people. Jesus, fuck. We have drugs. Okay. And the overall message for first week of March is good news coming in. Okay. So you got some good news coming in for you. All right. The second week, you got the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, good news is you got victory and success in the things that you're trying to accomplish. The Wheel of Fortune says the fortune is changing, but the thing about the wheel is it's slow. If you think of like the Ferris wheel at the fair, right? So remember, the Ferris wheel just kind of moves at a snail pace. Okay? So your fortune is changing, but it's slow. All right. Yes, the overall theme is the Ten of Pentacles, that your finances getting better. Hang on. Dealing with crazy people. Because she's an idiot. Okay. So, anyway, third week, okay? You got the Fool card and the Four Swords. Good news, bad news is, the good news is you're going to be able to do things differently. You're going to be able to have some new adventures. You're going to get out and do things childlike, have fun, okay? Bad news, though, is remember to also take your vitamin C, watch for sickness, wash your hands, eat properly, okay? But it's about downtime and not really getting out. Overall energy is the Chariot. Traveling, road trips, moving forward. It could be about a new car if you're trying to get a new car or looking at a new car, okay? All right, week 4, you got the Sun card and the Moon card. Totally opposite. All right. Well, the good news for week 4 is you being very happy and joyful and blissful and just overall high energy. But the Moon card is here, and that says, okay, that you're going to be confused about something. You're not going to see something clearly. When you question something, just sit with it, sleep on it, give it some time, and then see if you can't figure it out the next day. Okay. Overall energy is the 4 cups. Yeah. Not being happy with something. I think that's why the Moon card is here. I mean, your overall happiness is there with the Sun card, but there's going to be one thing. Okay. There's going to be one thing that you're not happy with. And that's going to create the Moon. You're going to be, what do I do about this? Why doesn't this make me happy anymore? What do I need? Right? What do I need to do differently? How can I resolve this? What's going on with me? I'm confused. Okay. All right. All right, dedicated. There you are. Did Andrea ever say here? Andrea. I'm looking for Andrea. YOLO. I'm looking for YOLO. I'm looking for Andrea. I'm looking for YOLO. All right, there's YOLO. All right, YOLO. Let's break down March. All right. So you got the 9 of Swords. That's definitely your bad news. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Wow. All right. I'm going to say the first week of March is going to be very, very chaotic. Okay? Because, listen, you got the 9 of Swords to the Devil, and the overall energy is the 5 of Cups. Something's not working, and you have to say goodbye in the first week of March. Okay? You don't want to. I get it. I get it. You don't want to say goodbye to this thing, but you got to. Whether that's a person, a situation, a place. Okay? Something isn't not working. First week of March. Bad news. I don't even have no good news. Except for you, when you say goodbye to it, it's finally done and over. Okay? Second week, yeah, 3 of Cups, going out and having fun. Okay? The 5 of Swords. Remember, you're going to be around some people. Don't say the things that hurts their feelings. You are the second week of March. Okay? You're at a point where your words could hurt somebody's feelings, a friend's feelings. So gently let somebody know, or gently tell somebody, okay? Because I think this is a bleed through from the first week. All right, yeah, 2 of Swords, stay focused. Stay focused. You see how everybody's partying it up and chit-chatting and having a good time, but this dude is not. So, okay. All right, anyway, third week, all right? You got the Eight of Cups, yep, walking away. With the, look, March is not going to be an easy month for you at all, okay? March isn't going to be an easy month because you literally got the Eight of Cups to the Eight of Swords. You need to not let other people's actions, words, comments, rent space free in your head. All right. Rent free space in your head. You need to not let other people dictate your happiness. And you got like a whole month of this. You're going to have to sift through people in March that are no good for you and say goodbye to them. You've got a lot of people that either are toxic, or they're pessimistic, and they're just naysayers, and they bitch and they moan and they fight and they're never happy, and that bleeds onto you. Okay? That bleeds onto you. All right? So, but the good news, or the overall energy, is money. So, I'm going to say your money is good, but everything else is shit. Okay? Everything else, you've got some relationships or some job ships or some family ships that you need to cut loose and say goodbye. But the money is good. I mean, at least you got the money. At least that's not lacking. Okay? Week 4, you got the Moon card, the Wheel of Fortune. Remember, the Wheel of Fortune is your good news. So your money is fine, finances is going to be fine, but the Moon card, you're emotionally confused about something. You're playing old conversations in your head. You're trying to figure out what's the best action to soothe everything over, but the best action really is for you to just leave it in March. And there's that 3 of Pentacles. That's the money, work, job, promotion, raise, getting a job. Okay, if you are fighting about money, maybe that's what's going on in the month of March. Okay, there's a lot there, YOLO. There's a lot there. All right. All right. All right. Up next is edits. Did I already do yours? Edits. Did I already do you? If I already did you, Brenda Cather is next. After I take care of Brian. Hello, Brian. My dad got a DUI a few days ago. Is he going to be okay? When are you guys going to learn not to drink and drive? All right. Old men. My dad was the same way. My daddy was the same way. He was always drinking and driving. All right. Is your dad going to be okay? Well, I mean, yeah. Besides the fact that he's got another DUI, he's going to be okay. They may take his driver's license or suspend it, Brian. But your dad's going to be okay. Thank you, Brian. All right, edits. Did I get yours? Yeah, Irene. My dad drank and drove all the time. I remember he would be so drunk he would drive with one eye. He would have to drive with one eye so he could focus on the road. It's amazing he never killed himself or anybody else. All right, I need Brenda Cather. I need Brenda Cather. Brenda Cather. Hey, Venus. Oh, by the way, Venus, did you get your box yet? Did you get your Valentine's box yet, Venus? Reiki Activate. When you guys see Reiki Activate, if she comes in today, tell her that I did see her message that she got her box and that she really liked it. And then I believe there's another one that messaged me and said she got her box and really liked it too. Let's see here. The Valentine's box that they won for Valentine's. Oh, no, Nita was a birthday box. That's what it was. I guess. I thought it was a Valentine's, though. Huh. I don't. Okay, yep. Anyway, Venus, you liked your Valentine's box. Okay, good deal. If you guys see Reiki Activate, tell her I did get her message at the end of the live. Because I think she told me that she enjoyed it, but I think I was closing down the live and I didn't, like, I just saw it before it closed down. Thank you, Brian. Wendy, how's the goodie boxes so far? Irene, they don't even make it, like, the goodie boxes don't even make it, like, 2 hours. Irene, like, in 2 hours, that box is empty. You know what I mean? Empty. I like the crackers and the cookies and the chips. And the kids, they get candy. So. Alright. Dumb shit. Okay. Alright. Let me do Brian Oliver's DUI. Dad's DUI have anything to do with Casey doing black magic on us? No. No. Doesn't have nothing to do with black magic. Your dad just likes to drink. Brian. Your dad just likes to drink, honey, because he's old and that's what the old timers do. Like to go to the bars, drink, have fun. So, doesn't have nothing to do with black magic. Alright, Brenda. Brenda. Let's do yours. She's so dumb. Okay. Not Brenda. Edits. I can see Wendy has that look of I'm gonna bitch slap you. Yeah. She's just dumber than shit. Okay. Hate to say that, but Jesus. Okay, Brenda. Good news, bad news. First week of March. You got the Seven of Pentacles to the Four of Cups. Well, the Seven of Pentacles is about your money being very slow, and I don't think you're happy with that. So I'm going to say March is going to be, the first week of March is going to be a trying week financially, because it's like, you know the money is coming. It's just slow. Yeah. The overall theme for the first week of March is just being truthful with yourself. Okay? Just be truthful. All right? Be transparent when it comes to your finances, when it comes to not being happy with something. If this is about you not being happy with somebody else and their financial problem, and it kind of like, say you got somebody who works a job, but they're always borrowing money from you, like a kid, like a spouse, or whatever, and you're not happy with that, then you definitely need to say something. Be like, hey, I work just as many hours as you do. I got just as many bills as you do. Where's your money going? Why are you always borrowing money from me? It's something like that, or whatever this is, okay? This can be the first week of March. Second week of March, you got the Death card to the Seven of Wands. Remember what I said. You're going to have to be transparent and stick up for yourself, but you got big changes coming. There is a change with the Death card, okay? So I'm going to say, yeah, your money is going to get better. That's what's changing. No money, slow money, to all of a sudden money being there. Okay, third week, you got the High Priestess to the Justice card. I'm going to say, good news, bad news. I'm going to say you need to listen to your intuition about what's fair. All right. This could go either way. This could be about not listening to your intuition, so you kind of maybe miscommunicate something where it doesn't seem like you're fair. Or this could be about you listening to your intuition, and that when you listen to your intuition, then you're fair about something or balanced about something. Okay? The overall energy is the Nine of Pentacles. Once again, there's the money. All right, week 4, the Five of Cups to the Fool card. This is about endings and beginnings. Five of Cups says you need to say goodbye to something, someone, some situation that no longer is working. But the Fool card says this is about beginning again, wiping the slate clean and starting over. The energy on that is the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. All right. I'm literally going to say this is going to be about something that is about finances, and you are going to have to decide something in March. Thank you, Rare. All right, let me get Rare's. Super chat. All right, Rare. One moment. What type of feedback will Aiden share to Hannah? Is he thinking to offer me a permanent role? All right, are you going to get that permanent role? Are you getting the permanent role? Come on. Yes. You're getting a permanent role. Yep. I got all good cards here. I've got nothing but good cards here. So, yes, you're getting the permanent role. 4 cards, and they were all good. Okay. That's a big yes. All right. Where's Cheryl? Where's Cheryl? You're welcome, Rare. Thank you for the super chat. Where's Cheryl? Where's Cheryl? Where's Cheryl? Where's Cheryl? Bumped it again. Okay. All right, we're moving on. I don't see Cheryl. Where's Sammy? Where's Sammy at? I need Sammy and I need Dana. I need Sammy and Dana. Well, it's not catch-up time, Trotter. It's not catch-up time. We're doing a themed reading. All right, Sammy, I got you. All right. Good news, bad news, Sammy, for your first week of March. Well, the only thing bad here is, I don't know, because you literally got the 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Those 2 cards are the career, the work, the finance cards, pay cards. These are what you do for money. All right. 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, job raises, promotions, new jobs, entrepreneuring, co-workers, collaborations. It's nothing but what you do to make money here. Okay. So I'm going to say, okay, you got the death card for the theme of the week. Something may be changing on how you make money. You may be getting a new job. You may be leaving a job. You may be thought you're going to get a raise and you didn't. Okay? This is how you make money. The death card says there is change and transformation on how you get paid. Okay? All right, this second week, you got the, 9 of Pentacles. Good news. Well, the money's there, but the 4 of Cups is here. You're not happy with something. Okay? And the theme is the 3 of Wands. You're going to be looking at something different. You're maybe going to want to do something new. Maybe you want to branch out. Maybe you want an entrepreneurship. Maybe you're wondering if you can work for somebody else and work for yourself. Here in the second week of March. Third week of March, you got the 4 of Swords and the Moon card. Take your time with something. This is not really good news, bad news. The 4 of Swords is about stepping back, stepping away, reevaluating, relaxing, going back to the drawing board. And the Moon card says the reason why you're doing that is because you're not seeing something clearly or you're confused about what to do next. Okay? But the overall energy is the 7 of Cups. You're definitely, you definitely have options and you are definitely looking at your options. Okay? So there is going to be something that presents itself that is out of the blue. Something that you did not think about, something that you was not even in your radar. Something's going to present itself in the third week of March and say, hey, look at me. And you're going to be like, oh, well, I wonder about that thing now that it's here. Okay. It may cause some confusion. Maybe you thought, I'm going to do this thing forever and ever and ever and always and forever. And then all of a sudden you're like, but do I really want to? Because I got this thing now that's looking at me and I may want to try that thing. Okay? Third week of March. Your fourth week is your Temperance and your 6 of Wands. Balance, patience, moderation. Don't put the carriage before the horse on the fourth week of March. Okay? Don't get ahead of yourself. Good news though, you got victory and success. Okay? And the overall energy is the 10 of Swords. Yes, feeling like something had let you down. Feeling like something didn't work out. And it may make you feel like that was a big betrayal. Okay? Sammy. All right, where is Diana? I need Diana. Diana. Yeah, I remember when Walmart was open 24/7 too. And then COVID changed that. It was COVID when they stopped being open. So, I remember when Walmart was open 24/7. It was always fun to go in there about 1 o'clock in the morning with nobody there. That was always fun. Go run around. I used to take my girls in there and we'd go play hide and seek. Take my kids in there, we'd all go play hide and seek. My kids and their friends. And we wouldn't get in trouble. Because as long as we're quiet, they wouldn't know. And my girls used to hide in those round clothes racks. Yep. Hey, Dwayne. Good times. Yes. It was good times. All right. I don't have a Diana Dalla. All right. We're going to move on. Rare, you're up. Rare stories. Did you want a March reading? Looking for rare. Looking for rare. Dwayne, we're only doing themed readings, Sonny, unless you want to do a super chat. Joanna, I haven't got to your name yet. Hang on. Joanna, I haven't got to your name. Dwayne, how come you're always coming in on a themed reading? You need to look, Dwayne, before you come in, look at the video title. It literally says what I'm doing. You're always coming on a themed reading. Hey, could I have a general? Look at the video title. It says what I'm doing. All right, I don't have rare, no rare. Ocean, are you ready? Ocean, you're up. Ocean, you ready for your March Madness reading? Wow, that ringtone scared me. Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Okay. Ocean, good news, bad news. Well, I don't really have any bad news. All right. Good news is you got money. Well, I'm going to say that probably could be the bad news. The Nine of Pentacles, when it shows up, says you've got the money, but you're single. So if you're expecting to meet somebody in March, I'm going to say probably not. Okay? That may be the good news, bad news in that card right there. But you got the Seven of Cups, which is options. I think you got doors opening up. Okay? So, the overall energy for the first week of March, you got the Strength card. The Strength card says when things get a little chaotic, just take your time with it, breathe, it will work itself out. Okay? The second week, 8 of Wands to the Death card. I'm going to say you got good news coming in, but this is the good. You got news coming in, and it's probably good in the long run, but with the Death card next to the 8 of Wands, that's about news of an ending. That's about news of somebody leaving, a breakup, somebody lost a job, somebody died even. Okay, so in the second week of March, you may get some bad news, okay, about an ending somehow. Okay, all right, but it's okay. All right, you'll be okay. 4 of Wands as the overall theme. Okay. 4 of Wands is the overall theme, means focus on home, focus on family, focus on your foundation, and everything will be okay. All right. On week 3, good news, bad news. Good news is you got a wish fulfillment with the Star card. Bad news is you also got a broken heart. That could be a bleed back from the second week into the third week of March with that Death card. Okay. The overall theme is Eight of Cups. Yep. Walking away. This is the end. It's probably a bleed out to the Death card. Something is ending. Whether that's mom and dad getting a divorce, whether that's your pet dying, whether that's one you find out like an old uncle passed away or a grandma passed away. Okay? There's something here about endings in March. Okay. Now, the fourth week, you got the Hermit card and the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles says finances is going to be great. The Hermit, though, says it's a little bit about healing, introspection, going within, dealing with the pain. Okay, but the overall energy is make sure that you get out and about, still have fun, still live your life. All right, on that ocean. And it could be, like I said, this could be a big ending, like, say, the company that you worked for has to close its doors. So now everybody's out of a job. That could be a big ending. And that could hurt. Even though your finances was good, maybe they place you in another position in another place. It's just about something no longer being in your life. Whatever that is. Okay? Rare is here. I know. Oh, okay. Rare. All right, Rare. Let's get your good news, bad news. Well, I'm going to say the first week of March, you really don't have any bad news because you got the Empress with the Fool. This is about new beginnings and your confidence being elevated. Okay? The general theme is, well, that could be the bad news, but the general theme is, even though you're shining bright like a diamond, you're still at home. Not really getting out. Okay? Even though you should, you probably don't feel like it. Second week, good news, bad news, the Chariot to the Judgment card. The Chariot is about moving. Things that were not moving all of a sudden start moving. So that's moving ahead, moving forward, road trips, meeting goals. The bad news, though, is you're going to have to make a decision between two things. And it's two things normally that you want to do, but you're going to have to make a decision. And the general energy is the Hermit. Listen to yourself. Don't listen to anything outside of you when it comes to this decision. Okay? All right, week 3, you got the Moon card to the Justice. Well, the Moon card, bad news is you're going to be confused. You're not going to see something clearly. You're not going to know what your next step needs to be. But the good news is the Justice card. And the Justice card is about being balanced, is about being fair. So just in week 3 of March, if you're confused about something, take your time with it. It's going to work itself out with the Justice card. Okay? And the general energy, yeah, 6 of Cups. Missing someone. Okay? Missing something of the past. All right. Week 4, you got the Ace of Wands to the 9 of Wands. Make sure that you don't experience burnout. That could be the bad news. Working hard but not taking a break will lead to burnout. But the Ace of Wands is the good news. This is about being creative and new beginnings, things that make you happy. And the general energy is the 8 of Swords. Do not let situations rent space in your head for free. Okay? You worrying about something is not going to change it. So don't worry about it. Okay? If it's not meant to be, it won't be. And if it's meant to be, it will be. Even if it has to come back at a later date. Okay? All right. Sue Jackson, are you here? Sue Jackson. All right, Sue. All right, first week of March, okay? Good news, bad news. Good news is you're going to be very confident, but the bad news is your finances isn't, okay? So something about not having enough coin. But you're confident, you're growing, you're expanding your horizons, you're getting out, you're being the emperor, and the emperor is about having confidence, okay? All right, good news, bad news on, or let's get you general energy. Sorry, general energy is the Chariot. Be careful about car repairs, okay? You could have some kind of car repair because the Chariot is the car, and the Five of Pentacles is not having money. So, if you hear something clinkety-clanketing, maybe bring that to somebody's attention. But the Chariot is about road trips, traveling, getting out, being in the car. And this is about moving forward, okay? Moving forward and meeting goals. All right, week 2, 8 of Swords, bad news, the Magician, good news. Well, good news is the Magician is here. You are manifesting. But the bad news is you also are letting somebody rent space in your head. Okay? 8 of Swords, feeling stuck, feeling isolated, feeling sad, okay? But the overall energy is the 7 of Cups. If you really pay attention, you've got options, okay? All right, yes, and here we are bleeding into week 3. Week 3, good news, bad news. Bad news is it's downtime, right? Stepping back, stepping away, reevaluating, make sure that you're not getting sick in the 3rd week of March, okay? But the good news is, though, you're boiling it down to 2 options, or you're going to have 2 options to do something, but you're going to have to make that decision, okay? And the overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles. Well, there's your money, your finances. It's going to be okay. Okay? It's going to be okay. Your finances is there. All right? Entrepreneuring, right? Showcasing your skills, your talents. Maybe you have a good idea to how to make some more money. Okay? All right. And then week 4, good news, bad news. Good news is your hard work is going to pay off. But the bad news is somebody is hiding something from you. Ace of Swords. All right. But the overall energy for week 4, the Fool card says, all right, that you are going to have options to begin again, start over, be happy. Okay. All right. Let me see where the next victim is. I mean, my next person. Where's Liddell? Liddell Honey? Liddell Honey. Where's Liddell? Oceans, I mean, if you had a relationship like that where you could laugh and have fun, that's the best relationship. I'm sorry it had to end, but that's actually a really good reason to stay in a relationship. You should have those things in your relationship. Being able to laugh and have fun. All right, no Liddell. All right, we're going on. Ash Cube. Where's Ash Cube? Ash Cube. Ash Cube. Where's Ash Cube? All right, PD, and I got your text message, PD. I got your text message, so we'll get your package back in the mail. Okay, I got your text message. Thank you, PD. All right, well, no Ash Cube. All right, let's, you know what? I'm so far behind. It's fine. Let's play. Good job. All right, let's do catch up. If you guys still need a reading from me, we know in the etch up. All right, let's etch up. If you still need a reading from me, say me, please. There we go. There's everybody. All right. Jaquisha. All right, Jaquisha. Jaquisha, didn't I just do yours? I thought I did yours. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Justin. Hello, David. Hello, Venus. Tamer. Touch. Okay, let's do Jaquisha. All right, Jaquisha. First, good news, bad news. Well, you don't have any bad news. You literally got the Ace of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. It's going to be about a week about money and happiness. Okay, and the overall theme, well, there's your bad news. The overall theme is you're going to have to say goodbye to something. The money's going to be good. You're going to feel creative, but you got to say goodbye. Something's not working. Okay? Yeah, good news, bad news in week 2. The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is carrying on the pain from saying goodbye to something in the first week of March. Okay? And the good news is the Chariot. That's about moving on, moving away, being able to carry on, being able to step forward, road trips, going out, new beginnings, meeting goals. Okay? And the energy is your hard work paying off. All right. Week 3, 5 of Wands. Don't fight with the idiots. Okay? But the good news is 6 of Wands, victory and success in the things that you're trying to do. The overall energy is the 10 of Cups. Okay? Week 4, you got the Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. I'm going to say that things will work out for you, but once again, the Ace of Pentacles says it's slow moving. Okay? And the overall theme for that week is going to be the Ace of Cups, still being happy. You got a lot of happy things here, but the thing that you have to say goodbye to is bleeding into the whole month. Okay? So try not to let it. Try not to let it. When you have to say goodbye to something, it just means that there's something better coming in for you. Okay? Something better. All right, Claire Miley, you're up. Claire Miley. Hello. All right, your March. First week, you got the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Once again, nothing bad here the first week of March. Okay, unless... Well, I mean, I couldn't even, unless it's something around the home. But the 4 of Wands is the home card. And the 10 of Pentacles is the money card. So I don't know if you're trying to sell a home, buy a home. You would sell a home. You would buy a home. Money is good at home. If you're trying to get a work from home job, it looks like you're going to do it. Okay. Yeah. 6 of Cups. Maybe that's the bad news is you're going to miss somebody Maybe you're going to miss mom or dad or something about family dynamics. You know, I don't know if you've ever lived with somebody, an ex, maybe thinking about them. Okay. That's like the only bad news. First week of March. Maybe some anniversary. Okay. Second week of March. All right. You got the Ten of Swords with the Death card. Somebody's going to show the true colors and you're going to be like, bye-bye. Okay. Yeah. The energy about that is listen to your intuition on the second week of March. You're going to get a gut feeling about somebody. Listen to it. Okay. Third week of March, you've got Two of Cups and the Nine of Wands. I'm going to say you're going to try probably to salvage a relationship and it isn't going to work. Okay. Yeah. The Nine of Pentacles says, I'm single, but I'm good by myself. Okay. And the fourth week of March, Five of Wands, fighting. All right. But you got the Ace of Wands as the good news. That's about being creative. Okay. Yeah. Six of Pentacles as the energy. This is about making sure that you have equal reciprocity in your relationships. But this is also about you making sure that you're not doing all the work in your relationships. Because then that's unbalanced. That's not a real relationship if you're doing all the work. Okay? So make sure that you're not doing all the work. It's got to be 100%, 100%. If you're giving in 100% and they're only giving in 50%, that's unbalanced. Okay? All right. S. Leela. I need S. Leela, please. S. Leela. S. Leela. And Cheetah. Okay for sure from next time. And I guess I have waited for the day. So I'm going to take a leave, but thank you for checking this up for me. Who's she talking to? Who is she talking to? You're welcome, Claire. Okay. So are you leaving, Anchita, or are you sticking around for your reading? Oh, her text wasn't showing. Well, I mean, her text is showing now. Okay, S. Leela. Good news, bad news for the first week of March. Good news is your patience is going to pay off. All right? Your patience will pay off. But you're going to be worried about something still, even though your patience is paid off. Okay? Yes. And it is a frenemy. Ten of Swords on top of that as the flavor of the week. So you've got somebody around you that's no good for you. Okay? You know it. And you know it. You know who this is that you need to say goodbye to. Okay? Second week, you got the Two of Swords to the Justice card. I'm going to say, make sure that you stay focused on the task at hand and don't get monkey mind, because if you do that, then you are going to experience unbalance. You are going to experience an upheaval because you've lost focus on something and you're going to lose your way, get lost in the sauce. Okay, so make sure you stay focused. And the flavor of that second week is celebrating. Going out, having fun, celebrating the little victories. Okay. Third week, you got the Hermit card with the Five of Pentacles. Well, this is about being alone, but this is also about an unexpected bill coming in. Okay. But the energy is, it's okay. Because there's the Wheel of Fortune. You got money coming in. Finances coming in. Okay, and the 4th week, you got the High Priestess to the Sun card. There you go. As long as you listen to your intuition for the whole month and don't get in a tizzy when something is not working out, you're gonna be okay. It will work out. Okay? Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. The job, the raise, the promotion. The money's coming. Okay? For the whole week of March, the money is coming. So if you're worried about money, if you're worried about your bills, if you're worried about this and that and another, financially, just breathe. Okay? By the end of March, you'll have clarity on the finances. All right, where's Lisa Simpkins? Lisa Simpkins. All right, Lisa. So do I need to pay attention to super chats for Cynthia? Good news, bad news, Lisa Simpkins. Okay. Well, the good news is the money's going to be there, but the bad news is you got an unexpected bill. So something's going to break down where you have to repair it, buy it, save it, fix it. Okay. But the overall energy is what's the truth? Make sure you stay transparent 1st week of March. 2nd week, you got the Lovers with the Star card. Well, good news, bad news is I'm going to say that you're with people that, you know, you like to be with. You're spending time with people that you like to spend time with, and you're doing the things that you love. But I'm going to say the wish fulfillment probably isn't coming in just yet. Okay? Especially if it comes to a love. All right? But the energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Probably fixing to change. Okay, 3rd week, you've got 8 of Cups walking away, but the 10 of Cups is here to being happy. So you're walking away from something, but if you do that, you're going to be very happy that you did it because it's going to work out. Okay, and the overall energy is making that judgment call. Yep, you're going to have to decide. And week 4, 3 of Cups, celebration with 6 of Wands, victory and success. Nothing bad there, but I'm going to say you got the 4 of Swords as the overall energy. I'm going to say you're going to want to go out. You're going to want to do something. You're going to want to go play. You're going to want to go, you know, have a journey and adventure, but you're not going to be able to for some reason. In the week 4 of March. Okay. All right. No super chat yet from Cynthia. All right. Where's Tori? I need Tori, please. Tori. You're welcome, Lisa. Where's Tori? Hello, Tori. All right, let's get your breakdown of March. All right. Good news, bad news is wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups is here. But the bad news, and when I say bad news, it's not like that bad. Okay? Sometimes it's just not that bad. But the bad news is you're going to have a little bit of a thing that you're going to have strength to get through it. Okay? Yeah. 6 of Cups. All right? 6 of Cups is about missing somebody. That could be the thing that you need to get through. First week of March. All right, 2nd week of March, you got the Hanged Man to the Death card. Good news, bad news. I'm gonna say change and transformation is always good news, even though sometimes it seems like bad news. Especially if you don't like change. Okay, but the Hanged Man says that it's time to do things differently. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. It's time. The Death card says it's time. Okay, and the overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles, job, raise, promotion, entrepreneuring. Okay. Week 3, good news, bad news is I'm going to say Good news is the Wheel of Fortune is here. Things working out for you. But you have the Four of Wands. If that was falling in the bad news, there's something maybe about the house, like a house repair, that's going to cost you money in time. Okay? Like, say you have to repair the roof. Maybe something happens to your roof. Maybe something, maybe the big hail pieces break your window out and you got to repair that. Okay? Good news, bad news. But at least you have a house, right? The energy for the overall theme for week 3 is the Six of Swords. Moving on to something better. Okay? Being able to. All right, week 4, you got the Five of Cups to the Three of Pentacles. Well, this could be about saying goodbye to a way that you make money. Maybe you're trying to change jobs because the Three of Pentacles is the job card. But the Five of Cups is about something not working. Okay? So bad news is something's not working. But the good news is raise, job, promotion, entrepreneuring, collaboration, cooperation. If I was to put them together, though, you may be leaving a job for whatever reason. But you got the Three of Cups here. That's celebrating. I'm going to say, I don't know. That's Cynthia. I see ya. I'm going to say, though, that that's something to do with change in finances. Maybe a little scary at first, but I think it'd be okay. All right, Tori. Irene, I'll get you after Cynthia's Paint Me a Picture. All right, Cynthia, paint me a picture. First card out. Yep, Eight of Swords. I'm scared. All right, with defending myself. Why would you be scared with defending yourself? Let's see. Okay. The energy about that is, yeah, slow recovering with coward. Why are you scared about defending yourself? Why are you, what's going on here? I don't want to. I don't know. It's like I think the universe is trying to push you out of a comfort zone and you're fighting it. You don't want to change something. You're scared to take that risk. But the universe is literally saying, it's time to take a risk. Okay? And your 7-day reading. Let's get some cards. What cards do I want? Let's get Karomi. Your 7-day reading. Starting with today. All right, you got the Nine of Wands. Working hard. Tomorrow, Three of Pentacles. The job, the raise, the promotion. Your hard work probably at the job is going to pay off. Day 3, the Star card, wish fulfillment. Day 4, the Strength card. If the universe will get you to it, the universe will get you through it. Day 5, another wish fulfillment. Day 6, the Sun card, being very, very happy. And day 7, the Hanged Man. It's time to do things differently. That's exactly what your paint a picture said. It's time to get out of your comfort zone. All right. Irene, you're up. I need Irene 444. Irene 444. Reiki activate. Hey, girly girl. I saw your message like right at the end of closing that you got your box and that you liked it. And I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Venus liked her box too. All right, Irene, your first week of March, you got the 9 of Pentacles. The money's there, honey, but you're going to find out somebody lied to you. All right. The first theme, the first flavor of the week is a judgment call. You're going to have to make a decision. Okay. Second week, you got the Fool card with the 8 of Pentacles. Well, I'm going to say probably the good news is there's your finances still popping, still flowing, money still coming in. Maybe the bad news is you wanted to take a trip and now you can't, or something isn't going to work through with a thing that you wanted to do in week 2. Okay, but you got both finance cards for week 2. Perfect. Okay. Irene, week 3, you got the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. Be careful who you trust in week 3. Somebody's coming out as, look at me, but they're not that great, okay? And the overall energy is, yes, balance and patience. You're going to see this person for who they really are. And week 4, you got the 6 of Pentacles. Yes, with the Ace of Cups. I'm going to say you're going to be very, very happy, but you're going to find out that you were doing all the work in a relationship somehow. Okay? And the overall theme for week 4 is the Hierophant. Learning something. Okay? And I'm going to say that's probably the whole theme, is you're going to be learning who you can trust and who you can't. Okay? Especially when it comes to finances. If somebody's trying to borrow money from you, you're going to have to say no. Got boundaries on that. All right, Vanessa Love. I need Vanessa Love. Vanessa Love. You're welcome. Vanessa Love. Where's Vanessa Love? Oh, thank you, Venus. Edis, did you get the 7-day reading? I did. I did both of Cynthia's back to back. Yep. Yep, Cynthia got hers back to back. So if she didn't get it, all she's got to do is go back and listen again. Because I got both of Cynthia's in the same thing. Yep. All right. No Vanessa. Where's Vanessa? Vanessa. All right. What about Optimist Heart? Optimist Heart. I need Vanessa, I need Optimist Heart, and I need Mr. Trotter. I need Vanessa, I need Optimist Heart, and Mr. Trotter. There's Vanessa. All right, Vanessa, your first week. You got the 3 of Pentacles with the 7 of Cups. I don't really see a good news, bad news here. What I see is that you're going to have options with the way that you make money. And the thing is that it may be overload, because the 7 of Cups is many options with the way that you make money. So maybe if you're looking for a job or wondering if you should change jobs, look into it. Okay? But the 3 of Pentacles is the job card, the way that you make money. There's an option here for raises, promotions, showcasing your skills, your talents. Okay, if you're wondering if you should go back to school, that may be something that you want to do. Okay, upgrade your skills. Could be something that you're wanting to do. Okay, listen to your intuition as the flavor of the week. Okay, week 2, 2 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. Once again, an offer about how you make money. Something may be too good to be true, though, here, so be careful with that. All right? And the flavor of week 2 is home, family, and stability. Okay, week 3, Ace of Cups, 5 of Swords. I'm going to say Ace of Cups is very, very happy, but the 5 of Swords, it's about hurting somebody's feelings, but you're not meaning to. So be careful with your words, week 3, okay? And the flavor of that week is wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups. And week 4, you got hard work, and you got the 2 of Wands. I'm going to say Your hard work is paying off, but the plans that you're trying to make for the future may seem unreachable at this time. Okay? But the flavor of the week is if you stay focused and you don't let outside people or influences scare you or try to talk you out of it, or you it's like say some like let me give you for instance. All right. So me and my husband, we're trying to find a place to rent. We want to move to here or buy or something, right? And we don't necessarily agree on the places that we are looking at, okay? But that doesn't mean that I let him, when he says something like, I don't like our, we can't agree on something, that doesn't mean that it won't necessarily work out. It just means that we need to talk more about it. Does that make sense? So in week 4, the plans that you're trying to make, it's not that it's a no-go. It just means that we need to discuss it more, think about it more, make, like, really hone down in to exactly how we need to make the plans a reality. Okay? And as long as you stay focused on that and you don't let people outside of you tell you, you can't do that. Nah, that won't work. Just stay focused. All right? If it's something that you really, really want, you're going to find a way to do it. Okay? And that's your March reading. All right. Optimist heart. Optimist heart. Optimist heart. All right, Optimist. Up next, it's going to be Mr. Trotter, Tamara, and Venus. Okay. Hey, baby girl. Hello, Optimist. All right. All right, Optimist, your week of March, your first week of March, okay? Good news, bad news. I'm going to say the good news is you're going to be at the right place at the right time, but that's going to take you by surprise, and you're not going to know what your next step is because you never expected to be here, okay? So you're going to be at the right place at the right time, but you're not expecting it. This is coming out of the blue. And then you're going to be like, oh, shit, what do I do next? Okay? The flavor of that week is going to be the Star card, wish fulfillment. Okay, so get ready. Be ready. Right? Week 2, Ace of Swords, 8 of Cups. When you learn the truth about something, you're saying goodbye. Okay? And sometimes that is hard to deal with. Sometimes that's a hard step to take. But you're going to take it. Okay? The overall flavor is the 7 of Pentacles. Yes. I think you've been watching and waiting. Watching something and waiting for some sign from the universe that you're going to get it on week 2. But the sign is you need to say goodbye to it. Not it's going to work out. And that may be what catches you off guard. Okay? So it's probably a bleed in week 1, week 2. Week 3, 10 of Cups, being very, very happy. 9 of Pentacles, also having the money. All right? And the Wheel of Fortune. Week 3, you have no bad news. You have no bad news. This is about living your best life. This is about the finances working out. This is about things working out. Okay? You're going, in week 3 of March, you're going to start seeing good results. Okay? And week 4, 8 of Swords with the Temperance. You're going to feel unbalanced in week 4. Okay? You're going to feel unbalanced. But Remember to breathe and remember to really look at what's in front of you. Okay? Because you still have options on how to make money. Three of Pentacles is the job, the race for promotion, entrepreneuring, going back to school, learning new skills, updating skills, getting a degree, a diploma, a certificate, collaboration, cooperation. So just be patient. Everything will work out in March. Okay? You got a little bit of hiccups here and there, but you're going to work through it. Okay? Especially financially. You got a very good financial month in March. All right. All right, Mr. Trotter. Mr. Trotter. Hi. All right. Cynthia cut in front of you at the last minute. All right, Cynthia. Let's get your March reading. All right. I'm going to do Cynthia because they sent us super chat. And then Mr. Trotter, I'm coming back to you. Okay. Cynthia, good news, bad news. Well, the good news is you got money here. 8 of Pentacles, the job, the race, the promotion, entrepreneuring, showcasing your talents. The 4 of Pentacles, though, says even though the money is there, you still can't spend it. So be careful with that. The flavor is 8 of Swords. You're not stuck. Don't ever tell yourself you're stuck. Okay? Don't ever let other people tell you that you're stuck either. You're not stuck. All right, second week, you got the 4 of Cups, not being happy with something. But you got victory and success here. Good news, bad news. Okay? You're not happy with something, but you got victory and success regardless. So the thing that you're not happy with, remember, only you can change it. The Justice card is the flavor of the week, which means what's fair and balanced. Week 2 of March. Okay? Week 3, good news coming in, but you may be changing your mind about something. Okay? So you got good news coming in, but it may change your mind about something that you thought was a for sure thing. Okay? Now you got to change your mind. Change your plans. Okay? And yes, the overall flavor of week 3 is the Fool card. Wiping the slate clean and going back to the drawing board and beginning again. Week 4, the Strength card. All right, with the Hanged Man. Good news is you're going to get through it. But the bad news is you got to get out of your comfort zone. And you just had that reading once again. There's something about you not wanting to change. But change is coming for you whether you like it or not. So basically, the universe is going to nab you up and put you in, whether you're ready for it or not. Or you can just say, okay, universe, do what you want. Do what you will. I'll follow along. I'll get out of my comfort zone. Okay? And the flavor of week 4, yeah. Look, the flavor of week 4, the Tower. Expect the unexpected and go with the flow. Okay? Because if you don't go with the flow, it's going to be very uncomfortable for you with these big changes coming in. Cynthia. You got to get out of your comfort zone. All right. I'm going back to Mr. Trotter. Vanessa, I can see you. Well, I can see, like, are my chats going through and, oh, okay. Was there other things, Vanessa? Is the Tower card bad? Depends on you. It depends on you. Tower cards is about sudden change. That's it. Sudden change. Like, you don't even have time to think about it. Something happens. Like a car accident. Like a tornado coming through. Like winning the lotto. It's sudden change. You don't see it coming. Boom, there it is. Now you got to deal with it. But the atmosphere is on you. How are you going to deal with this thing that suddenly changes? And you don't see it coming, and no, I cannot tell you what it is. So do not pay for a reading, Cynthia. Hey, tell me what the Tower card is. No, because you're not meant to know. You're not meant to know. You're meant to go with the flow and relax and trust it. So if you send me a super chat, I'm not doing it. So don't do it. You're meant to not know. That's why it's the Tower card. I am not meant to tell you. And I bet if you paid for it, you're going to get the High Priestess, which is, don't know. Can't tell you. So, can it mean death? No. Tower card is not death. No. Unless it had the death card with it. But the death card is not death. The Four Swords is the death card. If somebody was actually dying, you're going to get the Four Swords. You're not going to get the death card. So, Mr. Trotter, you're up. Where's Mr. Trotter? All right, Mr. Trotter. First week of March, you got the Moon card and the Two of Cups. Good news is you may be meeting somebody that's super special. Okay, but the bad news is you may be confused about, you may be getting mixed signals or miscommunication. Okay? Now look, this is the Moon card. And then the Two of Cups, look up here. You see it? The Moon. Boink. You see it? So there could be some kind of miscommunication between you and a special person. So be careful with that. Make sure you're very transparent. And if you don't know what they're saying or trying to tell you, ask them. Okay? Ask them. But the flavor of the week is this ain't working. So I'm going to say this miscommunication or not being transparent or just like, I'm confused, but I'm not going to talk about it. It may not work for that. Okay. Week 2, 10 of Cups, being happy, 7 of Wands, but having to defend yourself in a situation. Somebody's going to ask you why you did something or why you didn't do something. Defending yourself. The flavor of that week, week 2, is exploring your options. Hang on. All right. Week 3, the Empress with the 3 of Wands. Somebody may be turning their back on you. Okay. The 3 of Wands is a person with the back towards the reader and looking into the future. But you got the Empress here. Okay. So if this was all bad news, this is somebody turning their back on you. If this is all good news, something's coming in great. Okay. And the flavor is the Fool card. Once again, though, you could feel like a fool because you trusted somebody. Or the Fool card is about new beginnings. So, that thing coming in. Week 4, 8 of Cups, walking away. And 2 of Wands, making plans for the future. Okay, and the flavor is change and transformation. The Phoenix, rising from the ashes. Okay. So, you got a lot of, like, there wasn't no finances in your cards whatsoever. This was all emotional. This was all thoughts and feelings. So there was no financial cards at all in your reading. So it may be a kind of an emotional roller coaster for you in March. All right, where's Tamara Carter? Tamara Carter. Where's Tamara Carter? Hi, Tamara. Thank you. You're welcome. Not a problem. All right, Tamara, your first week of March, you got the Temperance card with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm just going to say this is about your Wheel of Fortune. It means things are turning around in your favor. Just be patient, okay? Just be patient. Things are turning. Things are getting better. And I'm probably going to say that by the end of March, you're going to see the things finally start getting better. Just please be patient. Okay? Yeah. Your hard work is paying off. Okay? Your hard work is paying off. Week 1. Week 2, you got the Tower card with the Ace of Wands. Good news is you got creative ideas. You're expressive. You're creative. You're trying to do things. You're trying to move forward. You're trying to make things work. But expect the unexpected. The Tower card. So some things may not work the way you think they should. Okay? Yes, but don't stop planning for the future. The flavor of week 2 is keep planning. Keep moving forward. Keep making the plans into the future. Okay? Week 3, Star card, wish fulfillment. And week 4 is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, as a card, is home and family and foundation and stability. Okay, so you may be focused on home. But there may be a wish fulfillment stalling, like I said, okay, or it may be coming in finally. Remember what I said in the beginning of week 1. Just be patient. Things are changing. So week 3, this may be changing the things about home and stability and family. Okay? Yep. The World card. I'm going to say it's the end to worries, week 3. Okay? And week 4, 10 of Cups. Living your best life, being happy, having it all with wish fulfillment. The Star card. This is the minor arcana to the Star card. You got both wish fulfillment cards here in March. Okay? And 8 of Cups. You're going to be able to walk away from the bullshit. You're going to be able to walk away from the things that don't work for you anymore. You're going to be able to go where the grass is greener. Okay? So March, it's going to... What's that saying when they... About April? Coming in like a lion and going out like a lamb. I think they say that for April, but it could be March. So your March could be coming in like a lion and going out like a lamb. Okay. All right, Venus, you're up. You're welcome, Mr. Trotter. You're welcome, Mr. Trotter. You're welcome, Tamara. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Remember to share the channel. If you don't like, subscribe, but definitely try to share the channel. Maybe hype it after it's done. Try to get it out there. We're just trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and YouTube is pretty much holding me at 91. Well, 9,100. I'm just trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. That's it. Like, if I can get to 10,000 subscribers, I think... I think then I can move forward with the channel. But I've been at 9,100 subscribers for, 6 months now? So, trying to get there. Yeah, it's up a little, but it should be up way more. All right, Venus, your first week of March. You got the 2 Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. Good news, bad news is you may be meeting somebody, but it may be slow going. Like, this person that you're meeting may not be able to make up their mind. Yeah, I would like to go out with you. Yeah, sure. And then ghost you for whatever, and then come back. Yeah, I like you. I'd like to go out with you, but never text you. Okay? So, and the flavor is the magician. Okay? Manifesting. You're manifesting this, but be careful about your manifesting too. Okay? Second week, you got the Justice card with the Seven of Cups. I think you're going to have options here, but I think you're going to feel a little overwhelmed. All right? The World. The World is the end as a major ending. Okay? A major ending. So, maybe your indecisiveness is coming to an end. Maybe you're going to be able to just pick that cup and be like, I'm staying with this cup. I'm going to see this cup through, and I'll visit the other 6 cups later. Okay? Week 3, 2 of Pentacles. Finances being up in the air. Something of finances going to be wonky in week 3. But the Empress is here. I don't think it's going to bother you. And I think you're just going to be overall happy anyway. Yes. Now, what did I just say? Overall happy anyway. The 10 of Pentacles as the flavor of week 3. Finances is going to work out. So if you find that you're in a hiccup on week 3 in your finances, please don't worry about it. It will straighten itself out. 10 of Pentacles. All right, and then week 4, you got the Moon card with the Star card. I think the Star card is wish fulfillment, but the Moon is confusion. So I think you're going to be confused as to... I'm going to say week 4, you're kind of going to get a wish, but not what you thought you should get. Not really what you thought you should get. It's not going to be like, say you wish for a pink Lamborghini, right, with cheetah print seats, and you get a blue Lamborghini with cheetah print seats. It's like you get the thing that you wish for, but it's not exactly like you wished for it. And that's going to confuse you. But please, the theme of that is make sure that you don't lie about the little stuff, okay? Make sure that you're telling truth, even the things that don't work out exactly, okay? Don't make mountains out of molehills on week 4. Okay? If something didn't work out for you, then just take what does. And stay in the attitude of gratitude. My nose is itching. All right. Where is David Bitcoin? You're welcome, Venus. All right, where's David Bitcoin? Probably sleeping. David Bitcoin and Justin, sorry. David Bitcoin and Justin Kessinger. I need David Bitcoin and Justin Kessinger. Hey, Justin. All right, let's get yours. All right, Justin, your first week of March, you got the Magician and the Hermit. Well, the Magician says you're manifesting, okay? But be careful what you're manifesting. Because the Hermit is more of a solitary dude. The Hermit doesn't get out, doesn't want to get out, doesn't want anything really to do with anybody. It's the Hermit. So be careful that you're not manifesting more of that if you're not happy with it. All right. You're on manifestation mode for real. For real. Okay? In the first week of March. Just be careful. Don't talk negative. No bad words out of your mouth. Okay? If you get mad, calm. If you're sad, calm. Okay? Don't let your emotions run the show, and then you try to manifest something, because that will be a total shit show. All right? The flavor of the week is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I know the finances are sucky, but if that's what you're trying to manifest, remember to do it in a good way. Calm. Attitude of gratitude. Thank you for everything I have. I'm happy with what I've got. Everything is perfect, but I'm going to manifest even more. Okay? Week, there it is. And then there's your manifestation if you're trying to manifest finances. Nine of Pentacles says you're going to have the money, but you're still single. All right? And the Eight of Swords, stay out of your head. Eight of Swords literally says that you feel stuck. Eight of Swords says, I can't move forward. I'm stuck where I'm at. I'm depressed. I'm anxious. The world hates me. Everybody hates me. I'm alone. You can't manifest that, because if that's what you're manifesting in week 1, it's carrying out in week 2. Manifest money. Manifest happiness. Manifest, I'm the king of my castle no matter what. Okay? I'm happy with everything. Okay? And the flavor is being able to plan for the future. We're moving into the future now. On week 2. Week 3, we got stability and home and happiness. All right? The Four of Wands is the home card. Okay? And the Two of Cups. Spending time with those special people. Right? Spending time having those one-on-one conversations. Okay? So, I really don't see anything bad here unless if you're in a relationship, or week 3 you meet somebody. Now listen, this is why I'm going to say this. Okay? Home, Two of Cups, and the Wands. The wand is the penis. The wand is the penis. So if you've got the penis with the Two of Cups, with the home card, that is about knocking somebody up, or that is about getting pregnant. So if you don't want that, that's the bad news. So be careful in week 3 if you're going to sleep with somebody, right? If you don't want no babies, right? Okay? So be careful with that. You may be meeting somebody in week 3, definitely. But be careful. All right, and then week 4, your hard work is paying off, but you got the Moon card here. You're going to be confused about something. You're not seeing something clearly. Okay? But the flavor of the week is change and transformation. The Death card. You have a major change coming in. Now listen. If you knock somebody else up in week 3, wouldn't that change your life? Right? So be careful about that. Be careful about who you meet in week 3. Okay? Be careful. Because not only that, the moon is also a woman's monthly cycle. So, and it comes to an end. Yeah, usually it does for 9 months. So be careful about your month of March, okay? All right, Justin. Be careful, unless you want a baby. That's all I'm saying. I think you're going to meet somebody, though, in March. I do. I think you're honestly going to meet somebody in March. So if you're tired of being single, you may hook up. in March. But as an overall month, it looks pretty good, right? It looks pretty good. Your finances look good. Your finances look like they're getting better in March. Okay? Thank you. Oh, and I'm kind of with a woman. Well, be careful. Like I said, I'd be careful. All right, Brian, thank you for that super chat. My supporter. Brian's my sugar daddy, for reals. All right, Brian, we have a jam session planned for March 11th. How will this go with my dad's recent DUI? I don't really see it touching the band. Yeah. Even with your dad's recent DUI, I don't see it affecting the band. I don't. Brian, I think your jam session's going to go as planned. Okay? I really don't see it affecting the band at all. Yeah. You literally got the 10 of coin and the 10 of cups. You couldn't get any two better cards back to back. All right? You got 10 of cups, 10 of coin. You could not. And the 3 of cups, celebration. Getting together. Having fun. Okay? So, I don't really think your DUI, your dad's DUI, is going to affect your band at all. It's going to be just another day in showbiz. Okay? Just another day in showbiz. All right. Anchita, are you here? Anchita. You're welcome, Jada. I hope you really liked it. I can't remember what I stuck in there, but I hope you liked it. I packed so many boxes. I'm like, whatever. Somebody's like, I really like my box. I'm like, good, because I can't remember what I stuck in there. So I'm glad you like your birthday box. What did you get, by the way? What did you get, Jada? I don't remember. Can you tell the people what you got? All right, where's Anchita? You're welcome, Justin. Anchita, Brenda Wilson, and Touch of Love. That's my next 3 people. Anchita, Brenda Wilson, and Touch of Love. Those are my next people. I don't know if Riki Activate heard me tell her that I got her message like at the end of the live that she got her box, her Valentine's box. All right, it's going to be Brenda and then Touch of Love, okay? So Brenda Wilson, your first week of March. Good news, bad news? The good news is you're going to have to make a judgment call, but don't worry about picking the wrong thing. You're going to be just fine. But you're going to have some sort of disappointment. Not from the judgment call. I'm just talking about in general. So you're going to have some kind of disappointment, but you're going to be able to get 2 things in front of you that you're going to have to, I want to do this or I want to do that. And we're going to move on from the broken promises or the letdowns. Okay? The flavor is planning for the future. We're moving ahead. Okay? Making those big plans for the future. Week 2, the Fool card, the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is a bleed through from the first week of somebody disappointing you. But remember, we are carrying on now. The Fool card says we're moving on from that. The flavor of the week is the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning around for you. Okay? Week 3, the 5 of Wands to the Emperor. Confidence is key, week 3, but don't fight with people who just want to disagree. Okay? You got to be Switzerland in week 3. I'm not involved. Okay? Yes, make sure that you stay balanced with the people around you and yourself, but don't get involved. Okay? Week 4, Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Well, money is really going to be good, but you have somebody who is toxic around you. You need to say goodbye to them. Period. This isn't somebody that you need to deal with because they're family. Because you can love family members from a distance, from afar, put them on the outer circle also. Okay? But you've got somebody here that keeps hurting your feelings, keeps saying the wrong words, keeps making you cry. Stop dealing with them. All right? The flavor is, what is the truth? What is the truth? You need to not deal with toxic people. That's the truth. You don't have to. All right? All right. Touch of Love, you're up. Yes, I love my sun crystal. My pen, a really cute inspirational plaque. Oh, yeah. And the answer book. I love the answer book. That thing's fun. Good. All right, Jada. I remember now. Yes. Yep. Yes, I remember. Yes. That sun crystal was really, really pretty. Yes. And the answer book, that's going to be a lot of fun. I love those answer books. I got to order more for the other boxes. So, I'm so glad, Jada. So cool. Happy birthday again, honey. All right. I love Your Love by The Outfield. Josie's on a vacation far away. Call her in and talk it over. So many things that I want to say. You know I like my girls a little bit older. That's a good song. We karaoke that one. I just want to use your love tonight. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I digress. Touch of Love. Your first week is wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups, but the devil is here. So good news, wish fulfillment. Bad news, you got somebody around you that's toxic. Say bye-bye. Okay? The energy is wish fulfillment. Yep, that's probably, look, you literally got 2 wish fulfillment cards back to back. You got something major coming in the first week of March. But stop dealing with the toxic shits. Okay? The second week, you got good news coming in and the Ace of Pentacles. Well, there's your money, honey. I would say this month, I would be playing scratchers. I would be going to the casino. Right? I would be doing the thing. But the toxic people, they gotta go. They gotta go. Bye-bye. Toxic situations, toxic people, toxic jobs, right? If your cat's shitting in your clothes pile, that cat's gotta go. And no matter how much you love Fluffy, if Fluffy can't use a fucking cat litter box and keeps shitting in your pile of clothes, Fluffy's gotta go. Okay? Fluffy's got to go. All right. The energy for week 2. All right. You need to go within, heart space, heal, figure it out, breathe, release, forgive. Okay? Week 3. You got the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. We're moving on to something better, but we have to say goodbye first. Say bye-bye. I'm going over there now. It's better over there. Okay? And the energy is going to be your finances. It's going to be the flavor of finances popping. Money, you have no worries. You have no worries on money and wish fulfillment. But like I said, toxic people, situations, things, gotta go. All right, week 4, you got home, stability, and 2 of Swords. Stay focused on the things that make you happy, not the toxic shits, okay? The 4 of Wands is about home, family, stability. All right, good news. The flavor of the week is confidence is key. You're going to be very confident. Okay? All right, there's David Bitcoin. Thank you for the super chat. I'm holding a name in my left hand. Currently underwater in that location. Okay, now, Bitcoin, when you say currently underwater, are you meaning being held captive, or are you just saying like there's a base underwater and that's where he's hanging out? Like, are you saying being held against his will? Or are you saying that because everybody knows that there's bases in the ocean? Or are you saying that he's just hanging out there? All right. All right. Is he in a submarine? We all live in a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. He's not in a submarine. He's not even below the water. Sorry, he's not below the water. He's on land. By a temple. On land by a temple. A big temple. On land by a temple. Not under the water. All right. Thank you. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's play Kucho. All right. I don't know why my K never gets in there, but let's play catch up. If you still need a reading from me, please say me under the catch up bar. All right, Bitcoin, you're up. All right, Bitcoin. You got the 5 of Pentacles, good news, bad news, and the Judgment. Bad news is no money. But the good news is you're gonna be able to make a decision, and it could be regarding your money, but there's a judgment call to be made. Okay. And the overall energy is winner, winner, chicken dinner. You're going to get your way. That's going to piss somebody else off. Week 2, you got the Hierophant and the 8 of Swords. I do not think that you're one to ever feel like you're stuck. But you may have somebody around you that is feeding you false information. And that makes you stuck. Okay, but the Hierophant says you're going to learn. You're going to read something. You're going to study something. Like, you're on the right track when it comes to hidden knowledge. You're doing it. But don't let somebody else feed you false information. All right, yeah. 3 of Cups as your overall theme for week 2. Celebrate getting out, being with friends, having some drinks. Okay. Now, week 3. Yeah, you literally got the Devil and the Empress. As something bad, there is a toxic female showcasing in week 3. All right. But good news, bad news. Maybe the good news is the woman saves you from a toxic situation. Okay. The overall theme is the Star card, wish fulfillment. Okay. All right. Week 4. Seven of Wands, being at the right place at the right time with the Eight of Pentacles. Money. Okay? Money, money, money. The Wheel of Fortune as the overall theme for week 4. So I don't really think anything bad is happening for week 4. As an overall theme, though, for March, it's about money and finances, which is perfect. Perfect. Okay? Perfect. All right. All right, Truth Seeker. Hey, Ash Cube, I called you earlier, but you didn't answer. Okay. Truth Seeker. First week of March, all right? It's not going to be an easy week at all. This is about your finances not being good and you feeling like you're stuck, okay? Yeah, looking at your finances, juggling your finances for the week of 1, okay? Week 2, 9 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Overall theme, 9 of Swords. I think you're waiting for an offer to come in, and I don't think it's coming in, sis, on week 2. I don't think it's coming in. Week 3, there's the offer. You got the 3 of Pentacles with the Sun, okay? So week 3 is when your finances are going to start taking shape. You're going to have to wait until week 3, all right? All right, and the overall flavor is options. Now your options are coming in. Week 4, the Temperance card to the 10 of Cups. Yep, your patience is going to pay off. You didn't lose your shit. You know it's coming, and there it is. Okay, there's your happiness. Yep, there you go. Brand new beginnings, being creative, that spark of life happening on week 4. So your month of March also coming in like a lion, going out like a lamb. Okay? Just be patient in March. Your finances will get better. All right? Truth Seeker. Baby girl, you're up. Melissa Corona, you need to learn to read the video title. We're not taking questions today. It's a themed reading. All right, where's baby girl? All right, baby girl. All right, your first week. You got the Hanged Man. Woo! All right, I got to take all of these. You got 3 cards that fell out as good news, bad news. So, the bad news, all right, is going to be something financially not working out for you, okay? You get the 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. Whatever you're trying to do financially here in week 1, not working out, okay? So the good news, though, is about going back to the drawing board and really looking at a new plan, all right? Yes, and the flavor is 6 of Pentacles. Something will work out for you eventually. Because the 6 of Pentacles is equal reciprocity, especially when it comes to finances. Okay? Week 2, you got the 5 of Swords. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right? With the High Priestess. Make sure you listen to your intuition. Because I think these 2 cards are going to go together. If you don't listen to your intuition, You're not going to have winner chicken dinner. But your intuition is going to lead you down the right path. Thank you, Lolita, for the flower. Yeah. All right. The overall energy for week 2, the world. Things are ending on a major, major, major scale. And you need to go with the flow here. Okay. Week 3, focus. And we got 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is the offer, spending time with someone, that one-on-one conversation, those deep conversations. Okay, the 2 of Swords is staying focused. Make sure that you're not getting monkey mind, though. Make sure that you're not fantasizing about this. Okay? Don't get carried away when you are talking with someone. Make sure you stay in the reality boat, not get on Fantasy Island. Okay? Because then you're going to get lost in the sauce. And the energy for that is options week 3. Okay? Week 4. Yeah, there you go. 10 of Swords. This is about somebody being an idiot. Okay? Good news, though. You got the work card, the job, the finances, the raise, the promotion. Okay? But you've got somebody around you that is no good for you. All right, and then, yeah, the week flavor is the Sun card. Best card in the deck. It actually, the Sun card burns all of the negativity away, most of it. Now, I'm not going to say that you're not going to have some trying times in March. Okay? Where you're going to have to just breathe and just relax and realize that it's not as bad as it seems. Okay? You're going to get through it. The finances will get better. A little. This ain't big leaps. All right. But the finances will get better. But your emotions, like I said, you've got somebody around you that you're going to have to really watch. They may hurt your feelings a lot. Right. They may be very unclear. Right. They may tell you one thing and do another. Say bye-bye to that. All right. Hello, Savvy. Hattie, you're up. Hattie. You're welcome, baby girl. Did Riki activate Dip? Like, I saw her and now I don't see her no more. All right. Hattie. Okay. Hattie, your first week of March, okay? You need to make sure that you're staying balanced, all right? And focused. Don't let monkey mind get the best of you in the first week of March. Okay? You got good news coming in. So just be patient. Week 2, you got the Ace of Cups, being very, very happy. And the 7 of Cups, options. You may get lost in the sauce on the options. Take your time with it. Don't get in any rush. They're all meant for you. And one won't be better than the other. You'll still get to where you need to go. Okay? You're still going to get to where you need to go. The flavor of that week, yeah, remember what I said. Okay? None of this. None of this. All right? Week 3, Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. The Hierophant. The Hierophant's kind of looking at the Wheel of Fortune down there. Kind of looks like the Wheel of Fortune. You got a lot of doves in your reading, too. Look, you got a lot of doves in your reading. I think you're getting some kind of guidance, whether you realize it or not. Look, dove. Dove. Dove, sorry. Okay. You're getting a lot of, I think you're getting a lot of guidance from your guardian angels. You need to listen. All right, so you got the Wheel of Fortune with the Hierophant. Well, I'm going to say the Wheel of Fortune is about things changing in your favor, but the Hierophant is about learning. So maybe you're not willing to learn something new. Maybe you're like, maybe that I don't care attitude. Okay? But be careful what you're manifesting, because you are manifesting. So be careful with that. Okay? All right, and week 4, got the Temperance with the Two of Pentacles. Temperance is about moderation and balance. But the Pentacles is also somebody who is juggling finances. So I'm going to say your finances is going to improve by March. And the reason why I say that is if you look at the Temperance, he's got 2 cups. One thing turning into another. He's actually alcheming right here. He's pouring one thing out of a cup into the gold cup. Silver to gold. 2 things juggling. Silver to gold. So I do believe that your finances are going to get better. Okay? Yes, what did I just say? And that's the flavor. 10 of Cups. Okay? 10 of Cups. So, all right, Hattie. All right, Jada. Where's Jada? Where's Jada? You're welcome, Hattie. Where's Jada? All right, Jada, let's get your reading. Okay, universe says I need to change the deck. All right, let me put some cards up here and find a deck that I want. No, do I want that one? Okay, we'll get the pandas. All right, we're getting the pandas. All right, Jada. All right, Jada. All right, so let's see. Good news, bad news is, yeah, the good news is you got the Justice card here. All right, about being fair. The bad news, though, is you got the Devil card here. Somebody may make you feel like you're not being fair. I would say that's just a feeling. But with the Devil card here with Justice, don't let somebody walk all over you. It's not justified. You don't deserve it. All right? And the flavor of the week, moving on, the Chariot. Move on from the Devil card. Okay? Road trips, traveling, going places, meeting goals. Week 2, you got the Tower card to the 8 of Pentacles. Well, good news is work, job, promotion, entrepreneuring, making money. Okay, bad news is the Tower card is here. Expect the unexpected. Okay, and the World. This is the end. This is the end. My friend, the end. Okay, this is an end on a major scale. Now, the end with the World to the Tower, it's unexpected. Like, you're not seeing this ending coming at all. It could be the way you make money. It could be an ending to a job. Maybe somebody's closing its doors. Okay. Week 3, 5 of Pentacles. Yep. To the 7 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles is lack of the coin. Bad news. But the good news is being at the right place at the right time. So I'm going to say if there's an ending to a job or the way you make money, you're going to figure it out. Because you're going to be at the right place at the right time. Okay? Maybe the job helps you find another job. 4 Pentacles. Watch your spending for the overall theme. Okay? Alright. Week 4. Okay? 5 of Swords to the Death card. You have a lot of endings this month. You got the Death card and the World card. Things are ending on a major scale for you. You need to let it go. Okay? 5 of Swords is about winner, chicken dinner. Okay? And the energy, though, is your hard work paying off. Make sure that you take a break. Okay? You don't always have to act like, you know, you need to work like your ass is on fire. Make sure that you take a break or you're going to experience burnout. And that could be the Death card, too. That you don't take a break and then you're like, I can't do this anymore. Well, it's because you never took a break from it. Alright. Alright. God bless dolphins. You're up. God bless the dolphins. The smartest things on the earth. All right. Nanobob. Hello, Nanobab. You're welcome, Jada. All right. God bless the dolphins. First week in March. Good news, bad news. Well, bad news is you got a dummy around you that thinks that you're dumb and thinks that they can lie to you and get by with it. But the good news is you're planning for the future. You're making big, bold moves, and they will work out. Okay? The flavor of the week, 8 of Wands. News coming in. Okay? You got news coming in. You got messages, news, some kind of communication coming in. Okay? Week 2, 7 of Pentacles to the 5 of Pentacles. Well, 5 of Pentacles is about an unexpected bill. But the 7 of Pentacles, good news is the money's going to be there to pay the bill. Okay? And the flavor of that week is 7 of Wands. You may have to dispute the bill, okay? It's like, say you take your car to the shop, right? And they say, yeah, it's your radiator. It's going to cost $347 for us to fix it. And you say, is that the total cost? And they say, yes, that's the total cost. But then when you go to pick up your car, they're like, okay, we need $400, please. And you're like, no. You said it was $357 total cost. Where's the $400 coming in? Oh, well, we didn't include labor. Okay, you may have to stand up for yourself about this discrepancy in this thing with finances. Right? The cable bill should have only been $92 and then it jumps up to $140 and you didn't add any packages. Oh, why the fuck did it do that? Bling, bling, bling. Okay. All right. Week 3, the Hanged Man with the Ace of Wands. Good news is you got good ideas that you need to implement. Okay. The Ace of Wands is about being creative and passionate and doing the things with gusto and flair. Okay. But the Panda says it's time to do things differently. So I'm going to say week 3, it's going to be a week of, I really want to do this. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just want a couch. But I really want to do this. But I don't. Maybe I just want a couch. Watch TV. But I really want to do this. So it could be a week of that. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing for you, turning in your favor. Okay. The funny thing about this is, I always think that's a bump on his head. I wish they would have done that in a different color, like purple or something. Because every time I see this, it looks like he's got a bump on his head. All right. Week 4. Strength card, right? With the 10 of Pentacles. Finances is going to be great. That's probably the Wheel of Fortune bleeding into week 4. There's your money. All right. The Strength card, though, says that there's going to be a little hiccup. You're going to be kind of, I'm scared, but you're going to get through it. Oh, I'm worried, but you're going to get through it. Okay? Because your little mousy friend is going to help you get through it. Okay? All right. And then, yeah, 5 of Swords as the flavor of week 4. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay? You're going to get your way with something. All right. Thank you. God bless. Grace, you're up. Grace. I need Grace. Wendy was just asking where you were. Hey, Reiki Activate. What's up, Pink Dragon? Yeah, Reiki Activate. If you're listening, can you hear me? Reiki Activate. What I was saying was, I don't know if you heard me, but what I was saying was, at the end of last night's chat, I saw that you said, hey, by the way, Wendy, I got my box. Thank you. I loved it. And I didn't get a chance to acknowledge your chat to me. I'm glad you love it. I'm glad you've got it. Thank you for letting me know. And I'm glad you like it. That's what I wanted to say, Reiki Activate. That I saw the message, like, at the end, when I was closing everything down. When I said, I love you all, I saw your little message in there, and I was like, well, shit. I already done closed the chat. So, I just wanted you to know that I did see your message. Okay? People are catching on, so I think she got scared. Remember Merla who got fired for fraud? Yeah. She was reporting to Virginia, who's also involved in the fraud. Will Virginia quit on Friday? Holy shit. Shit's going down. Everybody's going to bail ship. Watch. All right. Grace. Or was that for Grace? I think it was just Grace. Mega Dark Lord. I don't know. Who am I doing? Grace or Mega? I need Grace and I need Mega Dark Lord. Unless I just did Grace. Then I need Mega Dark Lord. Okay, thank you, edit. Hey, Kat. All right, Grace, let's get your monthly. All right, the first week of March. You got a beautiful week ahead. You got the Ace of Wands and the 10 of Cups. All right, no hiccups there. Yeah, and the overall energy is 8 of Pentacles. The job, the raise, the promotion. Showcasing your skills and your talents. It's a good week. Okay, week 2. 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Your hard work is paying off. You got good news coming in. Yep. Dream space. Being very happy. Okay. All right. That's week 2. Week 3. The Emperor with the 4 of Pentacles. Good news is confidence is key. You're feeling on top of the world. Bad news is you're not going to have money for something. Okay. Something that you want to do. Or no spending. Watch your savings. But we're manifesting regardless. Week 3. Week 4, there's more of your money coming in. Right? He's fishing for money. He's getting the money. It's kind of slow, but it's there. Okay. 5 of Swords, getting away with something. Week 4. But you got a change coming in. Okay. A change is coming in, the Death card. It may be uncomfortable, but you need to go with the flow here. In March. All right, Grace? Your finances are perfect. You got a lot of happy things coming in. But the end of March, a major, major ending. A major, major shift. Go with the flow. All right. All right. T-bone here. Make a look dark lord. Are you going to change your call tag to T-bone? All right. There's a puppy howling. Okay. Here I go again with the coughing. Hang on. Okay, make it dark lord. First week of March. Okay. Good news, you're manifesting. Bad news is you're gonna have to pick. Here's the thing. First week of March. You got 2 options. You manifested this one and you manifested this one. But you can only have one. Unfortunately. Okay? So you're going to have to make a judgment call on a manifestation that you're trying to manifest. Which one do you want? For some reason, you can't have both. Or the judgment call, the judgment card wouldn't be here. Okay? So, yep. You need to do something differently. The overall theme for the first week. Time to climb down off the tree and get busy. Okay? Second week, this is what I'm talking about. The 2 of Pentacles. Okay? That's like a judgment call. And you got the Empress. All right. So, how to make a judgment call about your happiness. What makes you happy? Yep. 7 of Cups, looking at your options for week 2 as the overall theme. Okay. Week 3, hard work paying off. But you may feel unbalanced. You got the Justice card here. You may feel like your hard work, like you worked harder and you're not really seeing the results. Okay? And the theme of the week is if you're patient, you will see results. But they're slow to come in. Week 4, wish fulfillment, 9 cups. Okay? Yep, with the 4 pentacles. And the overall theme, 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is about your elected responsibilities. The 10 of Wands says, yeah, you got a lot of burdens, but you chose these burdens. All right? So, you got a lot of wish fulfillment, and you have the Magician here. But you also have a lot of waiting and looking at your options. And I would say the week of the month of March for you is not so much like this. You know, very up or very down. I'm going to say it's more like this. Like, it's pretty much the same old. But you got like some decisions to make, right? You got some decisions to make. You got options here. You're going to have to look at things. You're going to have to decide things that's better for you. Mega Dark Lord. All right. All right. Ash Cube, where are you? Did I do yours already? Ash Cube. I need Ash Cube. Hello, Tasha. All right. Ash Cube, your month of March. All right. You got Dream Space with the Strength card. I'm going to say as an overall energy, Dream Space is really, really good. Dream Space is about dreams coming true, or is about making shit happen. The Strength card, though, says there may be a little hiccup in plans. Okay? You'll get through it. All right? Yeah, your hard work will pay off. Okay? Week 2. You got the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. I'm going to say week 2, be very careful about a fight that leads to two people saying to each other. Okay? Be careful of that. If you can not fight, not have harsh words, if you can calmly talk your way through this, then that would be the flavor of the month, right? Being happy. And maybe, honestly, two people need to clear the air. Maybe the fight needs to pursue so that you guys can, that's where you guys are going to be honest with each other. Okay. Week 3, you got the Justice card with the 2 of Cups. 2 Cups is about spending time with someone, having those deep conversations. This is on one-on-one. This could be an offer. The Justice card is about fairness and balance. Okay. You got wish fulfillment as the flavor of the week. So I'm going to say there's not really anything bad about week 3. Whatever's coming to you, whatever offer's coming in, whatever thing the universe is trying to hand you, if that's the 2 of Cups, it looks really good. And the Justice card would say you deserve it. So don't downplay this. Whatever's coming in on week 3, all right? It's going to be good. Don't downplay it. You deserve it. All right? Week 4, Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Wands. This is about stability and home and family, okay? And the flavor of the week is going to be the 3 of Wands. Something that you've been waiting for is finally coming in. And it could be about the home, the family, and stability. But the Wheel of Fortune is here also. Not a bad month for you at all. Okay? Not a bad month. Now, I'm not... hang on. It's not really a month of finances, though. It's just a month of, yeah, hard work paying off. It's just a month of being happy. It's just a month of being with good people. You had no financial cards whatsoever in your reading, Ash Cube. You're welcome, Mega. All right. Melissa Corona, are you wanting a reading? Melissa Corona. You're welcome, Ash Cube. Good night, edits. Yeah, I'm going to get off here too pretty soon. Edits. It's already past 9. Good night, edits. I'll see you tomorrow, honey. Thank you for being here. Bye, edits. Thank you for being here, honey. Melissa Corona. I'm looking for Melissa Corona. Melissa Corona. All right. Let's play catch up, and if nobody says me, we're going to conclude this reading tonight. Okay? Let's play catch up one more time. If nobody says me in the chat, besides Reiki Activate, if nobody says me, we're going to conclude the reading. We're going to close up the shop. There's only 10 people in here anyway. Probably a YouTube thing. Yeah. Am I all caught up? I think I'm all caught up. Oh, Reiki Activate. There you are. I'm like, where's Reiki Activate? Again. All right, I think you're my last one, Reiki Activate. All right, no more readings after Reiki Activate, then. No more readings after Reiki Activate. All right, Reiki Activate. Your month of March. First week, you've got 8 of Wands to the 3 of Cups. You got good news coming in. Okay, or news coming in about a friend. Okay, news coming in about a friend. News coming in from your friends. Maybe an old friend that you haven't seen for a while. I know, the internet does suck. Yep, and you got your happiness here. Look at his little butt. Look at that little tail. All right. So the first week of March looks very good. Okay. Ooh, but the second week of March. Good news, bad news. Well, you got the Ace of Wands, but there's your bad news right there. The bad news bear is here. You got the Devil card. Toxic. Okay. The flavor of the week, though, is about victory and success. But be careful of that toxic thing here. Week 3, 2 of Cups to the Emperor. Maybe a man going on a date. Maybe confidence is key. Maybe you get an offer. Maybe this is about really deep conversations with somebody. Okay. And the Moon card. But it leads to some kind of confusion for you. Being confused, miscommunication, not really clear. Okay. Week 4, 6 of Cups, missing somebody, but the finances is good. 3 of Pentacles, that's the job, the raise, the promotion, making money, showcasing skills, talents, updating skills, entrepreneuring. Okay. 6 of Cups, missing somebody, but expect the unexpected on week 4. On week 4, expect the unexpected. Okay. The Tower is here. All right, Reiki Activate. Guess I'll lay low my birthday week. Reiki Activate. I know I just sent you a Valentine's box. Do you want a birthday box? Are you going to get a birthday box from me? No, ma'am, I wouldn't take that from the chat. It's your birthday. Everybody gets a birthday box on their birthday. You're not taking nothing from nobody. It's your birthday. Man, it's like dead in here. I mean, it is 9:30. Time went by fast today, didn't it? It says I've only been live an hour. What the fuck is wrong with YouTube? I literally have been live since 6, right? I've only been live an hour. Is that right? It says I've been live 1 hour and 7 minutes. It says 3 hours. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, it should be 3 hours. Mine literally says an hour. Guess I need to write a nice little letter to YouTube. Get your fucking shit straight. Yay, Mercury. I usually do good. Time glitches. Yeah, that's what it is, Savvy. I usually do good with Mercury retrograde, though. I'm not gonna lie. Usually do really well with Mercury retrograde. Because I was born under a Mercury retrograde. So it's usually my time to shine. So, I know. Timelines. Could be. All right. Are you guys ready to go? It is 9:33. You have to make moves. Yeah. I tell you what, I'm ready to get out of this energy, though. This energy is a lot. Like I said, Mercury retrograde's probably really kind to me, but the rest of it, I'm not having such a fun time. You're not either? Yeah, I'm not either. Me either. All right, I love you guys. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go to bed. It is 9:33. And I got work tomorrow, too. So I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. I will be back after work. All right, 5:36, something like that. All right. I'm learning what is none of my business. Right. What people think about you is none of your business. So, what? Whoa, already? Yeah, Mamacita. It's 9:33. Yeah. Yeah. It's 9:33. All of it. Yeah, we usually close at 9, and I didn't even know it was 9. If you would have asked me to guess the time, I would have been like 8:30. And I looked over, it was like 9:20, and I'm like, whoa, where did the time go? So, I don't know. Time is weird. Can I donate for my 4-week? Oh, no. Let me just get you your 4-week. Mamacita. Let me get your 4-week. Hang on. Twilight Zone, right? Yeah, we can just do your 4-week. Hang on. You didn't let me know that you had a 4-week. I've been literally talking to you for 5 minutes. Why didn't you say me in the chat? Or did you? I didn't see it. All right, yay. Let's get your breakdown of March. All right, yay. Let's get your breakdown of March. All righty. Your first week, you got the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles. 2 6s in a reading. All right. Creative pursuits is the hidden message. Creative pursuits. 6 of Swords is about moving into something better, and the 6 of Pentacles is about equal reciprocity in all your relationships, but especially your finances. Okay, the whole energy for the week is wish fulfillment. Week 2, you got the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Wands. You're going to get your way with something, and something that you've been waiting for is finally coming in. Okay? And the whole week energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing in your favor. Okay, week 3, Ace of Cups. Being happy with a 3 of Cups. Celebrating, going out with friends, having a good time. Okay, week 3, the energy, though, is a little maybe on the chaotic side. The 5 of Wands is about fighting. So be careful that when you go out with... Okay. Looking at these cards as a tarot reader, this is about a bunch of friends going out for drinks, and somebody gets drunk, and then we fight. Somebody drinks too much, and then we fight. So be careful that if you're going out with friends for drinks, I don't know if you do or don't, okay, that's going to cause a fight. Because you know how drunk people are, right? Then they get mouthy. So, if you're like, I know I ever go out with friends, then just be careful about what you say to friends. Be careful about not that you brag, but be careful about being extremely happy and extremely optimistic and extremely, not that you have to be careful, but you're going to have somebody around you that is going to call you a phony, a fake. Life can't be that good. You're lying. Okay? So that's week 3. All right? Week 4. 10 of Wands, elected responsibilities with the Hierophant, and the energy is work. So this is about the burdens that you take on at work. Okay? Be careful about the burdens that you take on at work, because you may be taking on more than you can do. You may be biting off more than you can chew. So, all right. Hey, taters. Yeah, we'll get you a March breakdown. So I'm not leaving the pit of hell. I have nothing about changing jobs. Nope. All right, taters. Let's get you a March breakdown. Sorry. All right, taters. Your first week of March. Good news, bad news. You got the Lover's card here with the 5 of Swords. I'm going to say that your words are going to hurt somebody's feelings or vice versa. Okay? Somebody's words may hurt your feelings. So be careful with how you say something, okay? Or how you present something, okay? So I'm going to say this is about being defensive. Week 1 of March. Week 2, you got the Temperance, moderation, balance with the 7 of Pentacles. Finances are here, but they're slow. Like turtle slow. Okay? But you got the Temperance here. The Temperance is about balance, moderation. Okay? The overall theme of week 2, though, is missing someone. Okay? Week 3, Ace of Pentacles. That's about new money. That's about money found, won, or given. But you got the Judgment call here. You're going to have to decide. You cannot not decide. You got this or this. You have to decide. Okay? But the whole week's theme, flavor, is happy. Being happy. And week 4, all right? Ace of Wands, creative new beginnings, 9 of Pentacles. The only thing bad news is, on this card is the money is there, but you're still single. You got no love here, all right? And the theme of week 4, good news coming in. There you go. There's your breakdown. Oh, thank you. Yay. You didn't have to do that, honey. You should have not did that. You didn't have to send me 5. You know you don't have to do that. Always appreciated, but you know I got you on here. You're fine. Because I got taters. So. Savvy, did you get your reading, honey? Those panda graphics are cool. They are. Savvy, did you get your reading? And if not, do you want a reading? Before I close down. Do you want one? No thanks. You sure? I can get you one. I'm asking. I got 2 other people done. I can get yours. Will I cry? I don't think so. I don't think so. Tasha, all right, hang on. Savvy, let's do Savvy, let's do Tasha and Tasty Wart. Tasty Wart, get me a double click your phone, double tap your screen. That 77 needs to be 78. Tasty Wart, give me a 78 on that like, and I'll do yours. All right, Savvy, your first week of March, you got the 2 of Cups to the Empress. Okay, 2 Cups is about one-on-one conversations, deep conversations, meeting somebody, going out on dates. And the Empress is here. That's about you feeling on top of the world. Okay, and the whole flavor of week 1 is the 3 of Wands. Something that you've been waiting for is coming in. Week 2, you got the 7 of Pentacles to the Ace of Cups. Well, good news, bad news is the Ace of Cups. Good news, you're going to be happy, but the bad news is, and it's not really that bad, but it means your finances are going to be a little slow. They're coming in, they're getting better, but it's turtle slow. Okay, week 2. But you've got it going, and you got 2 aces here. Week 2, March, is going to be phenomenal for your happiness. Okay, not so much for your finances, but you're going to be very happy. Week 3, 3 Cups and 6 of Cups. 3 Cups says we're going out with friends, we're having fun, we're meeting people, we're having drinks, we're celebrating. But 6 of Cups says you're going to miss somebody. Okay, you may be going down memory lane. The whole flavor of the week is wish fulfillment. Week 4, okay, you got the 4 Cups, not being happy with something. 5 of Pentacles, probably the money. Remember that the money is coming in. I know you're not happy with how slow It's improving, but it is improving. Okay? But you got winner, winner, chicken dinner. Anyway, you're going to get your way with something. Okay? You're going to get your way with something. This is a competition. This is like applying for a job, a position. Okay? You're going to get your way. All right. Tasha. Let's do Tasha. Tasha. See, that didn't make you cry, did it? March is going to be a really good week for you. Happy week for you. Month for you. But not so much on the finances. Okay? But just hold on. Okay? Just be patient. Well, then you better give me a like because it's still 77. Tasty Wart. It's still 77, so if you don't give me a like, I'm not giving you a reading. How about that? Tasha. Where's Tasha? All right. Tasha, you got the Ace of Cups and the Moon card. Good news is you're going to be happy. Bad news is something's going to confuse you. You're not going to see something clearly. Okay? The Moon is about illusions. The Moon is about confusion. Okay? But the whole flavor of the week, yeah, make sure that you're staying balanced and everything in moderation. Don't overindulge. Okay? Second week, the panda, hanged panda with the Four of Wands. Okay. Good news is home, family, foundation, perfect. Bad news is you got to get out of your comfort zone. Okay? It's time to go do shit. All right. The flavor of the week is the Four of Pentacles. Watch your spending. Week 3, being creative. Sparks of ideas. Two of Wands, being able to plan for the future. Making big plans. The flavor of the week, you can't beat it. It's the Sun card. Being very, very, very happy on all levels of life. Okay. Week 4, options. Exploring your options. 7 of Cups. 6 of Swords says we're moving on to something better. Okay. But the flavor of the week is major transitions in life. And I'm going to say that's probably where the 6 of Swords comes in. Okay. You're probably going to have to move forward, whether you like it or not. All right. All right. Tasty Wart, did you give me a like? Tasty Wart, are you still here? You're welcome, Savvy. Somebody gave me a like. Who was it? Was it Tasty Wart? Where's Arquin? Arquin, Tasty Wart, where are you? Really? Gave me a like and then dipped? Alright. I'll give you another minute, and if you don't answer, I'm getting off here. Alright, well then I'm going. I'm leaving. On a jet plane. You're welcome, Tasha. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back at 5:36 tomorrow. It's going to be yes or no questions only. All right. I think the theme of the reading is going to be yes, when, no, why. All right. I will, Pink. You too. You get some sleep too. You got kids. I know. Tomorrow's theme is going to be, and Reiki Activate, honey, I think I'm not going to take questions for a while. I think I'm just going to do yes or no in the lieu of them asking questions. Because I'm trying to come up with some more themed readings. We may go back to Taco Tuesday, though. Because it seemed like that was everybody's favorite, was Taco Tuesday. So we may incorporate Taco Tuesday into the weekly readings. But if I take questions, it's going to be yes or no questions only. So it's going to be yes, when, no, why. If the answer is yes, when. If the answer is no, why. Okay? So, yeah, Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday is a really simple reading. Doesn't take long to do it. It's kind of interesting, too. It's kind of different and interesting. So, but I'm going to try to come up with some more different themed readings that don't take so long. Some of them need to be long because some of them is a breakdown. But some of them is longer than I kind of want to be. And if I'm only on from 6 to 9, I really don't got that time anyway. So, so if I'm just going to take questions, it's going to be yes or no questions. Which a lot of them are yes or no questions anyway. Even though I don't say, hey, this is yes or no question night. A lot of them are just yes or no. Will I get a boyfriend? Will I meet somebody by summer? Am I going to get my new house by 2027? So a lot of them are yes or no anyway. So, yeah, you can donate for a quick question. Yay. But I think that's what I'm going to do is just make it yes or no. Okay, that's fine. Mama needs a new pair of shoes. I didn't even check because it's on the phone. Yay. I didn't even check, honey. Yeah. I can't check it because it's on the phone I film with. So, look, I trust you. And like I said, you don't even have to do it. What's your question? I must ask you a question. Wait, can I send 5 and we can get an in-depth with question? No, because I'm tired. Don't make me do an in-depth. Don't make me do an in-depth. Just ask me the question. You don't even have to pay me 5. Just ask the question. But not in-depth. Because I'm tired. What was John's energy towards me in our one-to-one today? Are you talking about boss, John? Yay. Are we talking about Mr. Boss, John? Is that what you're talking about? Let me get the kitty cats. Okay. All right, Mr. Boss, John. I'm still picking up, though, that he still thinks the world of you. Like, his overall feelings for you haven't changed. He still thinks you're a phenomenal worker. So, well, he's bipolar with you is because he knows you're a great asset to the team and to the company. But he thinks that you unnecessarily rocked the boat. He thinks that you should have just done your job and been a yes person. And I think, honestly, John thinks that if you would have just said yes, sir, and just done your job, you would have climbed the ladder. He would have made sure of it. That's what I'm getting. So, all right. So I may have just already answered your question. Yeah, you got the sun and the moon. Happy to see you, but really wished that you would have just did your job and not. So I'm just going to tell you what John's spirit is telling me, okay? Because I literally see him right here. And he's literally telling me, I wish she would have just done her job and not been nosy. I wish she would have just done her job and not been nosy, because she could have one day been in my place over the company, making a lot of money. Literally, that's what he's telling me. He knows you're a good asset to the company. But, yeah. I mean, he's not mad at you for doing what you did. I'm hearing burning bridges. I'm hearing he would have got you places. He would have got you up the ladder. He would have been your #1 supporter. He really likes your work. But for some reason, he's telling me he's not mad at what you did, but he doesn't understand why. He literally is saying, what are you really going to accomplish out of this? Besides being a whistleblower and maybe being famous for that or dead, what did you really accomplish? Because literally he's telling me there's companies like this all over the world. But you could have made a lot of money just by being quiet. And he gets that you're not. He gets that you value. He gets that you're concerned for the well-being of others. He gets it. But if it was money that you were chasing, you could have made the money in the company, because he would have made sure that you did. So, does that make sense? So basically, you got the Sun, the Moon, the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Justice. It's literally exactly what I said. He knows why you did it for the Justice card, but he's confused why you did it if all you were doing was trying to make money. He would have made sure that you would have got the money. And you would have been like a CEO of a company. You would have had a big famous name behind you. If you just would have been patient. So, that's literally what he's telling me. So yes, he's happy to see you. He's literally telling me, I am happy to see her. She's a great worker. She's a great worker. I am happy to see her. I just wish she would have done this differently. So. And that's his hang-up. That's the hang-up. Rose Quartz, honey, I'm sorry that you fell asleep, but we are getting off here. Catch me tomorrow, okay? Oh, well, to jail he goes. I honestly don't think he's going to jail. I think, listen to this, I think he covered his ass. He is not a dumb man. I think when he knew from the beginning, which is way before you started, what the fuck they were doing, he covered his ass way long time ago. I don't think he's going to jail. He's just going to let this boat ship sink, but he's got a lifeboat somewhere around that he's going to jump on and escape. He's not. I don't think he's going to jail. I think in the back of his mind, he was like, well, someday they're going to get caught. And then that may be another reason why he's not mad at you. Maybe he knew someday their number was up. He just didn't think that you were going to be the reason why their number was up. And like I said, he could have made you a lot of money. So. So it is what it is. Radio. All right, I'm gonna get off here. Thank you for sending me the super chats. I don't like if you only send me 5, Mamacita. That is fine. You know I love you. You know I got your back. But I love you guys. I'm gonna get off here because I'm about ready to fall asleep myself. Catch me tomorrow. It's yes or no question format. Okay, it's going to be yes when, no why. Tomorrow. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Much love to you. Stay safe.